a show to remember. Take over, stop the boogie down. Make over, nothing's gonna take away. My life was over when it started with that shoe. The thought was walking, I'm getting things over. Reveal the truth up to the public. Put your hands up, time to surrender. Take over, stop the boogie down. Make over, nothing's gonna fade away. My life was over when it started with that shoot of the white walk of the ice. It's over. Dirty word. Your ego has driven you out of truth. You only played yourself, got no game, serving you right. Say your prayers now. Take over, stop the boogie down. Make prior notice, God for you. We wanna make this party you don't wanna skip. Gonna be a show to remember.
All right, what's up, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another OJ Live. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the music starting up. I played a bunch of different stuff. So, shout outs to everybody who's here. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on this glorious Thursday, September 12th. Appreciate all of you guys being here. Been a little bit of a kind of a relaxing day for me. I mean, I had some stuff that I had to do in the morning, filled out some papers, did some busy work, whatever the case is. I did a couple stream optimizations, looked into some different stuff. So it was kind of a cool, kind of relaxed morning. Didn't go to the gym. I go every other day. So not bad at all. So overall, pretty relaxing for me, but still had to do stuff. Spoke with my mom. So nothing crazy, but still had to get some stuff done when it comes down to it, you know. But all right, we're going to go ahead and get into some Ninja News before we get started here with the shout-outs. And Ninja News, we had a brand new Super Smash Brothers video where I talked about Masahiro Sakurai and how he stated that there's no way future Smash Brothers games are going to have as many characters as Ultimate. So if you want to know my thoughts on that bit of news that came out this past week, check out the video. It's already up on the channel. I think Dank Meme can hit you guys with the video link. So yeah, so check out that video if you haven't already done so. I didn't Smash Brothers videos never really do that great on the channel, despite how big of a Smash Brothers fan I am. So I don't expect it to be like, you know, some of my other videos. But it'd be cool if we can get it to like 2-3K in the morning by the morning time. So check it out when you guys get the opportunity, if you guys can. So I appreciate you guys on that one. All right, next up is yesterday's OJ Live is actually in your sub boxes, so you guys should see that there. It's a big old 6-hour stream with everything that we did, which is interesting. I should probably make the smaller ones live, but whatever. But that one's live on the channel, so if you guys want to check that out, feel free to check out that full OJ Live. And remember, any single OJ Live that we do have that you don't see in your sub boxes, it's always going to be on the main homepage. You can always rewatch any from any day. It's all organized for you guys, nice and neat. So anytime you guys want to watch like any OJ Live, it's right there for you guys. Because I still get questions, people saying, hey, OJ, I want to watch this video that you had, or whatever the case is, like, where'd it go or what happened to it. And every single time I'll always point you guys in the direction. Here, let me just go over to the reaction. I'll just point you guys into the direction of the channel. You guys can always check out all my dedicated videos if you just like the regular ones. They're always right here for you guys. All of the OJ live streams that I do are always right here. Even if it's not on your sub boxes and it's unlisted, it's always going to be right here for you guys. Always going to be right here for you guys to watch. Any of the PE podcasts you miss, it's always going to be right here for you guys. You guys can just click on it, and you can watch all the way back to the first episode, all the way through any Fire Emblem stuff. If you're interested on what I have to say about Fire Emblem, all the Fire Emblem stuff is right there as well. So yeah, it's all organized nice and neat for you guys. So make sure you guys check out the homepage whenever you get the opportunity, or if you're just looking for some content to watch, whatever the case is, if I'm not live. All right, so let's go and go back right over here. All right, any other Ninja News? I think that's pretty much it. Make sure you check out my Fire Emblem system update and Splatoon videos. We are going to have some interesting stuff today, which you guys might get tomorrow morning too. Like, I might clip something from today's stream because we have some reactions to some stuff that Nintendo's doing and TGS. So some of that might be for tomorrow, because tonight we have the PE podcast tonight, and then I gotta be somewhere really early in the morning tomorrow morning. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have as much time to make a video. So we'll see. Although I wanted to make there's one video that I wanted to make, so who knows. Shout outs to Shadow of Nexus with the $2 donation through Super Chat, and says, just got a job, wanted to show my support. Hey, congratulations to Shadow of Nexus, my man, getting that young job. There you go, man. Congratulations on that. I'm always happy to see you guys, moving up, or, bettering yourselves financially, or whatever the case is, man. So shout outs to everybody who's been getting jobs. Like, Party Man got a job recently. Now Shadow of Nexus, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for the $2 donation, Canadian dollars. We'll go ahead and get you up here, man, as the top stream ninja. Not sure if you've ever been the top stream ninja, but you are now. So there you go, man. Shout outs with the 2. I appreciate that, man. Really do. You guys give some love to Shadow of Nexus. And let's go in and let's get into these shout outs, man. I know you guys are shout outs to the nearly 100 people here between all the different platforms. Y'all, shout outs to the Twitch boys. I can see you guys too. Shout outs to Wolf. Appreciate that. Yo, my boy. Hi, Kyle. What's up? What's good? What's good, Kyle? Shout outs to my dude Kyle with the freaking $10 donation. What's up, man? Hey, this is not a childhood friend of mine, but Kyle is a high school freshman year. Kyle, freshman year, and it was so interesting because he was a white guy from Africa. So that's how we bonded. Is that he was a white guy from Africa? I'm like, hey, well, I'm African. Well, I'm African too, buddy. Put it here. Handshake. Let's get it. Shout outs to Kyle, man. Thank you for the $10 donation. He says, my dude OJ killing it on YouTube. Thank you so much, Kyle. Kyle actually used to work for IGN and Blizzard, and he works in the video game industry now too. We actually just caught up again recently, but yeah, this is dating back years and decades, you know what I'm saying? So shout outs to my dude Kyle. Good to see you here, man. Thanks for coming out and visiting, even if it's just for a bit. And thank you for the $10 donation, man. You'll definitely be the top stream ninja for right now. So let's get it, man. Thank you so much, dude. Oh, I told you, see, look, OJ is 437. I told you I'm old, dude. Kyle, these people don't realize, Kyle. I'm trying to tell them that I'm old. They don't realize this, bro. Kyle was super young when he came over here. Kyle was hella younger than everybody that was in the class. Kyle's old, dude. Or I'm old. Kyle's not old. I'm old. Oh, shout outs to my dude Kyle, man. Shout outs. No, me and Kyle, we used to cause some ruckus in class. Yo, Kyle, remember Mrs. Peoples? Remember Mrs. Peoples' class? Me, you, and Ben, dude. How we used to. How we used to go? She used to put us on timeout, where she would just send us out of the classroom. We go sit down on the bench, and we just be looking inside, like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Oh my gosh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. You're not 2,000 years old, man. You're not 2,000. Yeah, man. I'm 437. I'm not young. I'm actually very old. Dude. Remember our sub for biology class? We straight up riot. I actually told this stream about that story. The Mr. Van Fluttering or whatever his name is. I told the stream that story a while back, dude, about that crazy classroom for biology where like nobody did anything, man. Oh my gosh, and like the whole Wookiee story. Remember the like with and like the teacher was like, "Katie, shut up." Remember that, Kyle? And you were the one who did the Wookiee. Wasn't it you that did the Wookiee sound? Kyle was the one, for those who remember, Kyle was the one who did the damn Wookiee sound in class. And the teacher was like, told Katie, another girl, because Kyle used to always make fun of Katie, and she sounded like, or she looks or sounds like a Wookiee. And Kyle was like, "Ugh." And the teacher was like, "Katie, shut up." Oh my gosh, dude. Awesome. Good stuff, man. Shout outs to my boy Kyle. He used to always be like, "Ugh. Hey, Katie, we're talking to you." Ugh. And then one time, Kyle just did it in class, like when it was kind of silent, and the teacher was just like, "Katie, shut up." Yeah, Katie was really mean to you after that. Katie was really mean to you. She got teased so much, but you know, I went to college with Katie too at Fresno State, Kyle, and dude, she had like a lot of guys like hitting on her all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys hitting on her, like normally, you know, like she definitely did. So while she was kind of funky in high school, she definitely says it's definitely the meme. Be careful who you call ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because like Katie had always been called ugly. You know, like throughout like elementary and high school and everything. But in college, no, she legit had a lot of guys like hitting her up and stuff like that. And not like funky, messed up looking guys too, like football players and stuff like that. So it was interesting because we lived in the same complex. We hung out that's the funny thing. We hung out all the time in college. Some guys are just attracted to anything that walks. Not me. She's actually cute. Like she's not bad looking. In high school, she was a bit funky looking because she was tall. She was really slender. She just hadn't really developed a lot. You know what I'm saying? But in college, she was definitely like, she was cute. A lot of guys like, thought she was good looking. And I'm not just saying that just to say it, like for real. Like she definitely, like I said, grew into her body and stuff like that. You know, like she definitely looked a lot better. And like my friend Andre, I liked her a lot too. And he was always very picky about women. You know. And he liked her a lot too. He thought she was cute too. And like I said, she had like a lot of guys always hitting her up. And like I said, these weren't funky looking dudes, you know what I'm saying, or just guys that will just try to get with anything. Like a lot of guys were trying to like be her, like, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, not just like, oh, let me just try to get with this for like one night, but actually like be her girlfriend, like girlfriend, boyfriend, you know. So so yeah, man. No, you're good, Kyle. Our show always gets derailed. Don't worry. Our show, and the chat loves these freaking old school OJ stories, man. They love the old school OJ stories because I got a million different stories. Yo, shout outs to Shadow of Nexus. Let's go. Hitting us with that Mangekyo Sharingan. Thank you so much, Shadow of Nexus. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Villager Player Essence. Enjoy your brand new emotes. And of course, if you want the Discord access, hit me up on Twitter. Be more than happy to get you that. You're entered into all of our tournaments and stuff like that too as well. So shout outs, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. But we always we always derail, man. We always derail. But no, dude. To be honest though, Kyle, like Katie was like cute. Like it was so interesting because Katie, I think maybe potentially liked me in college too, because there was some weird times with me and her, man. Like we never kissed or anything like that. But there'd be times where we'd be like chilling, you know, lying down in the bed or whatever the case is. And Katie would get really close to me. And I'd be like, yo, like, what is she doing? You know what I'm saying? And then she'd like put her arm around me, but then she'd like take it off. It was like, so it's like her brain was like confused and like if she liked me or not. And like she would always want to hang out and stuff like that. But then like after a while, like that just stopped. It just like stopped cold. But it was really awkward sometimes hanging out with her because it seemed like she was like interested and she wasn't. I never really was like super interested. But I mean, we would just be chilling and it would just be weird. It would just be weird sometimes. But after a while, like after like I think my senior year, she's like, we were just like, nah, that didn't happen anymore. You know, because she was like dating and stuff like that. But before she was dating, it was interesting. Oh man. But anyway, either way, I don't know what, dude, this chick was like 6'2", man. Like we look so, and she was like pale white. I'm like dark. She was like kind of like palish. It looked weird. Not that there's anything wrong with that if you are like, you know, different, you know, skin tones or whatever they could, but it would just be weird. I mean, I'm like 5'9", she's like 6, like, no, she's not like 6'2", she's probably like 6 foot maybe. She was tall. She was like tall and slender. She's like about 6 foot maybe. With heels, she's like a solid 6'1.5" or 6, like definitely over 6 foot with heels, 100% over 6 foot, like with heels. She was definitely about 6 foot, Kyle. I think she was about 6 foot, right, Kyle? But yeah, she was tall. She was like a volleyball player, volleyball player. She's a cool girl though, man. She was cool. We were friends for like a super long time. Yo, Birdman, what's up, man? But shout outs, dude. Shout outs to Kyle, my boy. Good. Hey, thanks for you stopping by, dude. Shout outs. But let's go and get into this. Let's get into the other shout outs here. Let's see here. My boy Jetty. What's up, Jetty? How's it going? Angel Page. What's up, man? Dank Me. What's good, Angel? Good to see you guys here. Sweet Life Dio Brando. Dior Wilson. What's up, man? Amiibo fan. What's good, Amiibo fan? Let's see here. Some dude. What's up? K19. What's up? Shout outs to the Elite Ninjas rolling through. Yo, guys, let's try to see if we can hit. What are we at? 169. Let's try to see if we can hit 172. We got to get back over 170, man. Got to get back over 170 for the Elite Ninja. Let's get it. Let's see here. Dior. Once again, what's up, Dior? Some dude. K19. Red Enigma. What's up, man? You're immortal. I'm immortal, dude. I'm 437 years old and I'm still going strong, man. 437 years old, still going strong. Let's go. MTY. What's up, man? Good to see you here. Juice Man Vaughn says, what good? What goody? Nick Warlittle. Let's go, baby. Puzzle Solver, what's good? Yeah, and you guys got a story time. But the thing is, I told you guys abbreviated story times. Your boy OJ always knows how to protect a good story. I told you guys abbreviated. There's a whole Katie college arc that I didn't tell you guys about. there's a whole college arc of stuff that happened like between me and her and like nothing, like I said, nothing explicit or anything like that. But just like stuff revolving around her and my roommates and things like that. There's a whole damn anime arc with me and Katie in college, dude. We were in the same complex for like 2 years, so of course there'll be all sorts of stuff. Um, let's see here. Alonzo, what's good, Alonzo? How's it going, my boy? Yo, Proddy Production. With the 10.99 Canadian, let's get it. Thank you so much, Proddy Production. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 10.99. Love, respect, and emotes for my dude Proddy. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Emmett Frazier in the house. What's good, Emmett? Been a while since I seen you in here. Shout out to my boy. Good to see you here. But thank you for the 10.99, man. I appreciate that. J2 Blue. OJ the anime, bruh. It should be like, it would be more like the Dave Chappelle comedy special. That'd be more like what it the nerdy anime OJ Dave Chappelle comedy special. Alonzo Vines, my boy. Gunmetal Otaku. What's good? What's good, Gunmetal Otaku? OJ's Bizarre Adventure. Let's go. That should be the name of it. OJ, like my little stories. OJ's Bizarre Adventure. That should definitely be the name of it. Like maybe the second channel, OJ's Bizarre Adventures. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Life with OJ. OJ's Bizarre Adventure would probably be the names, or the name that I would do for it, like OJ Storytime, or just something like that. I don't know. Or maybe it'd be on this channel where I just clip it and put it up. You know, I think that's probably what we'll do. We'll probably just like clip it and put it up. OJ's Bizarre Adventures. OJ anime. OJ the anime. Yeah, man. Dank Meme, what's good? Yo, Monkey Boy, been a while, dude. Where you been? Civilized Sun, what's up? Isaiah, what's up, guys? Good to see all you guys here, man. Kuma Torres, what's good? What's good, Kuma? Shout outs. J2, once again, Party Man. Shout outs to all the boys and girls here. Shout outs to you guys. Appreciate y'all being here, man. I really do. Thank you guys so much for showing up, man. Y'all awesome. Hold on to random questions towards the end. I already answered you guys with the Astral Chain. I already told you guys where I was the other day, like file 8 or 9 or something like that. I'm not really sure. I'm not 100% sure. When I finish it, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know when I finish it. All right, so let's see here. Let's go and let's get into the topics. Yo, the Rev, what's up, my boy? Good to see you here. Let's go and get into the topics. We're gonna start off with Nintendo's new thing they've got going here. I'm not sure what it is. It seems like an RPG version of Wii Fit. That's what it seems like to me. Like a funner looking Wii Fit. I'm not 100% sure, but let's just go ahead and let's take a look, shall we? So Nintendo announces exercise game Ring Fit Adventure for the Switch with dedicated accessories. So this is a very interesting story, but I mean, like, or a very interesting thing. So you basically, they have this big old huge blurb where you freaking do real life exercises with in-game attacks. It's like an RPG, dude, but you turn into like freaking Gon. You know what I'm saying? With this damn hair, you turn into Gon at some point that holds this ring where you fight this evil shadow exercise lord. You know, and yeah, so let's just go ahead and watch the, these two people scare me. It's just like, I mean, it's just like a straight up, like a, they look so cheesy. They look like they murdered everybody before they got to Nintendo's headquarters, and then you found out that, like, they did that. It's like these are the cheesiest looking dudes that I mean, like, goodness gracious, bruh. Anyway, back to this here, but let's go ahead and let's take a look at this Ring Adventure. I'm gonna go ahead and clip this too. Y'all might get my official reaction to this on the channel as well. So anyway, let's start it up. So, all right, guys, what's up? We are gonna check out Nintendo's new thingy, Ring Fit Adventure, with these amazing looking people right here. we gotta check this out. We gotta check this out. So all right.
Hey everyone! Last week we released this video. You saw some people moving their bodies, doing some kind of activity.
All right, hold up.
And having a pretty good laugh. Truthfully, they were playing a brand new adventure game for Nintendo Switch. It's a bit different from what you would expect.
It's an adventure game first and foremost, but you'll actually be moving your body. You might even break a sweat while playing. It's called
Ring Fit Adventure.
Ring
When you
Fit.
think of an adventure, you probably picture a world in peril and enemies to battle as you work towards a goal. That's the core of an adventure game.
So how will you battle your enemies? Well, you can't go on a quest without cool gear. These are the ring con and leg strap accessories.
Ring con. It's like a Joy-Con, but
Just
ring.
insert the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controller
Huh?
into the ring con and leg strap like this.
Wow.
Once they're in place, your quest can begin. In this game, you won't be pressing buttons on the Joy-Con controllers to move and attack. Instead, you'll use your whole body to explore the world, battle enemies, and reach the goal.
See, this isn't just any ring. It's actually an electronic device that senses and reacts to your movements. It'll turn physical force into powerful attacks.
Ring con responds to force.
Likewise, the leg strap will sense the movements of your lower body. Whether you're super fit or it's your first time exercising in a while, you can calibrate the ring con to match your personal ability.
That means Ring Fit Adventure can be enjoyed by players of any fitness level.
Let's introduce the world of Ring Fit Adventure.
I'm ready for this, man. I'm ready for this adventure. I'm just not ready to work out.
The adventure begins when an evil bodybuilding dragon named Drago throws the world into chaos. This world needs your help, and there's a lot of it to save.
Oh, look at that experience,
To
baby.
move forward, simply jog in place.
Hey,
You can go slowly or quickly to navigate a guided path through each course. Press in on the ring con to create a blast of air in the game. If you aim downwards, you can jump.
that's
You may
pretty
find
cool.
yourself paddleboarding, flying through the sky, or rolling ahead to get to each destination.
Along the way, curious enemies will try to block your path and engage you in
I see
fit
the-
battles. In these
Gotta
encounters,
kick 'em.
you and the enemy will take turns to attack each other with fit
Hold.
skills. There are over 40 different fit skills to learn, separated into 4 different categories. Red fit skills will use your arms.
Be careful not to lower your elbows.
Yellow skills rely on your
Drop
core
your hips.
muscles.
Also work your lower body. Okay.
The skills in blue target your legs,
Okay.
and green skills are inspired by yoga activities.
Oh,
The
hell
color
no.
of each enemy will tell you which fit skills to use. If you use the right skills on the right enemies, you'll inflict greater damage.
Abgar.
When it's the enemy's turn to attack, press the ring con against
Use your abs!
and hold. This creates a shield that will reduce the damage of the attack. So work hard to make sure your defense is absolute.
Whether you're attacking or defending, your success will be directly related to the accuracy of your movements. Take your time and make each turn count. Defeating enemies and completing courses will earn you experience to help you level up. As you level up, your offensive and defensive stats will improve, and you'll earn new fit skills to choose from. The length of each session is up to you, so focus on leveling up your character at your own pace. Once you've rested, you can jump back in for more. There will always be something new for you waiting to be explored. Playing this adventure game every day will become a natural way to enjoy regular exercise.
Hell no.
It's an adventure and fitness for everyone, from dads and moms to sisters and brothers, and everyone in between.
But there's much more to experience in Ring Fit Adventure. Let's show you what else you can do in the game. Let's try Quick Play.
don't even
This
need to
is
go
where
to the
you
gym.
can do a variety of exercises in short bursts of time. We'll start with a mode that targets specific muscle groups. Simple. Take the pectoralis major challenge, for instance. The goal here is to do the specified move as many times as possible within 20 seconds.
Next, a mode where you'll aim for the high score. Mini games. Run, climb, and fly through the air. Bust a move and some crates. You can even squeeze in a little pottery. There are lots of different games to choose from and lots of different ways to move your body. It's a great way to get a fun, full body exercise.
But if you want to cut right to the action, you can try a more traditional exercise mode. Set. Choose your favorite set of exercises based on targeted muscle groups like shoulders or lower body.
In quick play mode, it's easy to casually jump in and out of play, so everyone can enjoy a bit of fitness in different ways, like taking turns to compete for high scores against friends and family. What do you think? Get your daily fitness in while adventuring on your own, or get together with friends and family and take turns playing fun mini games that keep your body moving. That's Ring Fit Adventure. And if you have no experience with fitness, that's no problem.
Adjust the exercise level to your ability so you can continue every day without pushing yourself too hard.
A visual guide will be present on screen to show you the proper form and technique for each skill. Correct posture is essential to good exercise, so be sure to rely on the guide. At the end of each exercise, you can track your performance with some estimated stats like calories burned and heart rate. This way, you can make sure you're hitting your goals.
If you want a real workout but don't want to cause too much noise, you can also turn on silent mode to keep your legs active without making heavy impacts.
Each step
Apartment
forward
mode.
in Ring Fit Adventure is a real step forward on your own fitness journey. Get together with family and friends and see how your skills compare, or go solo on a quest to save the world. Ring Fit Adventure for the Nintendo Switch.
Ring Fit Adventure includes a ring con, leg strap, and game. A Nintendo Switch system is sold separately and required to play this game.
Let's explore a new world where adventure game meets physical fitness.
Adventures that keep you moving.
Nintendo Switch, Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah,
Please visit the Nintendo Switch website for details.
I think somebody in the chat was like, I'll get my reaction to this in just a bit, or whatever. But somebody in the chat was like, oh yeah, like $20, man. You don't know Nintendo. If you think Nintendo would only charge $20 for that, you crazy as hell. You crazy as hell if you think Nintendo's gonna charge $20 for that. You crazy. That thing's gonna be like at least minimum 80, 70 to 80 minimum for that. At least, I mean, I would be surprised if it was under $70. I would be surprised if it was under $69.99 for that. I'd be surprised because Nintendo charged $69.99 and up for freaking cardboard. Cardboard. Not an actual apparatus, but like freaking cardboard. You know what I'm saying? Cardboard and software. They charged more than that for that. So you think like something that actually comes with the freaking apparatus, you know what I'm saying, and a leg strap, and looks like, and is not like cardboard, $20. What? You crazy? You were born yesterday. You must have been. Oh my gosh. So anyway, here's my thoughts on this because I'm still clipping this for you guys. My thoughts on it is that I think it's cool. Like, if you're going to do a fitness game, make it into an RPG. And I'll get that donation in just a bit. But if you're going to do a fitness game, make it into an RPG. That's the smart thing to do. Make everything into an RPG, which can make it more fun. Wii Fit, I mean, it was cool for a bit. But after you got into shape, Wii Fit wasn't really fun anymore. I think Wii Fit was really kind of for people that were kind of like, just like, I don't know, like you're just trying to look at your health a little bit more and take it more seriously. This Ring Fit Adventure, it's for people who like want to get in shape and everything, but it's also like a game. Like Wii Fit, you're just kind of like doing exercise and you just have some type of pale lady or, you know, in the background or a guy telling you, all right, good job. Keep their tone and then you just like weigh yourself and that's it. Now, Wii Fit did have mini games and stuff, but it was just all based on balance. It's like, what the hell are you going to sit there and do balance all day for? So, I mean, that was the problem with Wii Fit, right? It was sold to a lot of the soccer moms and stuff like that. I mean, I bought it, but then after I got into shape and actually started seriously working out, I was like, all right, I don't even really need to, you know, do this anymore. Whereas Ring Fit Adventure, it seemed like a game that you, even if you're well in shape, you know, you can just play for fun, right? Because like you're leveling up and like you're getting other stuff. So like Nate from Direct Feed Games said, it's not necessarily the same thing. It definitely looks more compelling. I think that people have a little bit better, when it comes to gamers at least, like, okay, snap, I mean, I might try this out. And if you're someone who needs to get more exercise, I mean, honestly, which a lot of us need to get more exercise, I think everybody here would probably need to get some more exercise. I don't think it's a bad option to at least start out, and that will get you thinking about your health a lot more, and it's going to get you more active than balancing on a balance board for the most part, right? Because the balance board, you're not supposed to run or jump on it or anything like that, whereas this, you're actually, you know, moving your body and doing different stuff. So I think it's a better option. Personally, for me, will I pick it up? Yeah, because I cover Nintendo crap, so yeah, I'll probably I'll get a review copy, or they'll send it to me. Or I'll actually do it I'll actually go out there and buy it myself, whatever the case is. But I mean, as you guys know, I mean, I have a kinesiology degree. I'm really into fitness myself. I exercise every single week, multiple times a week. So I like fitness and all that. Never been a big fan of mixing the fitness with the video game stuff though, except for like track and field. When I was a kid, I freaking loved track and field on the NES. That was fantastic. I love that game. And it had like the power pad. And I used to go and like jump and do long jump and all that. But we couldn't really play it that much though because we were in like an apartment where we were on the top floor. So like the neighbors underneath us would get mad whenever we played it. So we had to do it like when we knew that they were gone. That oh yeah, we can play like track and field. But then when we got our own house, like it was cool to do it. But yeah, I mean it seems all right. It seems all right for Nintendo trying to try like like the quality of life stuff and mixing it in with the Switch. It's a new IP. They're trying something different. So I can't hate him for that. And there were some jokes in the chat here. I mean, because I know we're going to talk about Death Stranding too, but they said it looks more fun or it's a better game than Death Stranding, bro. I'll be honest, it does look more fun than Death Stranding though. I mean, just from looking at it, I don't know if it's gonna be like a better game than Death Stranding, obviously, because you have to like factor in like the story and all that stuff, graphics, everything else that people factor into what they like in games. But in terms of fun, it kind of looks more fun than Death Stranding. But anyway, that basically wraps it up for my thoughts on Ring Fit. I'll get you guys' thoughts here in just a bit. You can let me know in the chat. People here on YouTube that are watching the replay, what do you guys think about this? Is this Ring Fit up your alley? Would you consider picking this one up? Did you like Wii Fit? Do you feel this one's better than it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. And we will see you guys for the next video. Peace. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get back into this here, guys. Shout outs to my boy Blanket with the $5 donation, and he says, hi OJ, I have class coming up so I can't watch the stream. Ring Fit Adventure is already better than Final Fantasy VII Remake, Xenoblade Remake, and Cyberpunk 2077. Shout outs to my boy Blanket. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $5 donation, man. Yeah, man, it's better than all of them. Easy clap, dude. All right, so let me get you guys' thoughts on this, man. Let's see here. This is gonna be big with physical therapists like Wii Fit board was. Best Buy has it listed for 80. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be like $80 or something like this. It's gonna be overpriced like it always is. Nintendo's gonna make a markup on this. So yeah. That's what I figured, that it's gonna be more expensive. It's actually gonna be cheaper than going to the gym while staying active at home. It's a great beginning opportunity. Well, that's true. I mean, if you look at it in that respect, I mean, to be honest though, you can just like watch YouTube videos and be active. I mean, or you can get your own training peripherals, and that'll be cheaper than this. I mean, you could do that. I mean, it just depends on what peripherals you buy for home use. But it can be a cheaper option than consistently going to the gym. And if you, as someone who's, I mean, I'm a kinesiology major, as someone who is taking kinesiology, and I know that if you play this game, like, let's just say you do the running and you do all those workouts for an hour a day, you will get in shape. And you eat right. You eat right and you do all those workouts, you will get in shape. Just based from what I've seen, it will get you in shape. You will lose weight. You will get in shape with those stuff. Because like the squats and like the whole it's a resistance band. That's really what that ring hoop is. It's a resistance band, and resistance band workouts are great. Now it's not a fully functional resistance band because like you can't put it around your legs and stretch and do stuff like that. But it is a pretty good like for holding for your arms and like targeting like your biceps and your triceps and all that. It's pretty good for all that. So overall, I don't think it's a bad idea. It looks cool, but it'll probably end up collecting dust like my other gimmicky peripherals. It'll collect dust just like people's gym memberships collect dust, right? So if that's the case, then like if you don't want to use it to get in shape or to exercise, then it'll collect dust just like so many people's gym memberships collect dust, Let's see here. I mean, it's a great idea, regardless of my sales prediction. I have no idea how much this is going to sell. Now, I think it's too early to call how well it's going to do. I mean, people said that Labo was going to fall on its face, and nobody's going to buy it, and that sold millions upon millions of units of Labo. Yeah, it's still not doing like crazy numbers, but it's still selling millions upon millions of units of cardboard out there for people. So, I mean, who knows where this is going to be at, at the end of the day. JTV says, my body is ready for this game. I mean, Reggie missed out on this one, man. I wonder if other games will incorporate it. I don't think other games will incorporate it too much, but I mean, like, I think it's just going to be for this, and maybe if it's successful, then we'll see what other games incorporate it. But I highly doubt that this is going to be like something that's like a lot of developers are going to be like, okay, let's all incorporate this thing into, or even Nintendo themselves. It's like, I don't think there's going to be a lot of that. Like, let's see if it's successful first, and then maybe they'll make plans after that. But I don't think there's anything to wonder about right now. Let's see here. I will do. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a live stream of it. That'd have to be like a sponsored stream, or we hit like a goal. Maybe I'll do it, but like, I mean, I'd have to have a whole different type of setup. Like, it would actually be quite a bit of a setup. I'd have to go to the living room. I have to set up the laptop. Have to set up the camera for the full body workout type of thing. I'm not sure if I want to do all that, but maybe like a sponsored stream, or maybe like we hit like an Elite Ninja goal. Maybe if we hit like 200 by the time that this thing comes out, maybe I'll do it. But I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really feel like doing it. Like, maybe, I don't know. It'd have to be a goal. Comes out October too. There's a lot of good games in October. I think it looks very fun, but I need a new WarioWare with this as well. A new WarioWare? I don't know, man. I think I kind of just want to play. If I'm gonna play a WarioWare game, I kind of just want to play it normal, right? Tony Hawk will make a new game for it. Tony Hawk. When was the last time there was a new Tony Hawk game? Let's see here. JJ Dovers. Oh, hold up. He's talking to somebody else. Hey, what's up, Charity? Let's see. Alonzo says, speaking of track and field, it came out on today on Switch. Did it? The original? Which one are you talking about? Let's see here. Plus Solver says, when we getting the Ring Fit Adventure Trainer in Smash? They go Super Saiyan Red. You know what, man? I'd be down for Ring Fit Adventure Woman in Smash. Let's do it, dude. She could have a pretty crazy moveset too with all of her. She does like shadow strikes, man. Like, absolutely. She has super hard abs. You know, I'm down for Ring Fit Adventure Girl. She attacks with like a ring, like she can throw a ring and it comes back, kind of like Rygar or something like that. I'd be down for it, man. I'm down for Ring Fit Adventure Girl and Smash. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see here. Personally, not for me, but cool for anyone who wants it. Yeah, exactly. Cool for anybody who wants it. OJ, how do you get into Discord? Tag me. You don't DM me. VC, you tag me on Twitter and let me know that it's you, and then I DM you the Discord link. So do that, and I'll get that to you. Tag me on Twitter first, Shadow of Nexus. Let me know that it's you. Yeah, the ab counter, man. Like, she can do as an ab counter. She got punches, she got kicks, she's got squats, she can run. She's a quick character. I'm down. I used to be a Wii Fit trainer main for a little bit in Smash 4, so I'd be down for that. Like, at the very beginning of Smash 4, I was like training it. Like, I was like going online and using Wii Fit Trainer. And I was like, oh man, I kind of suck with this character though. But I mean, I got some dubs though. I got some dubs. Well, no, she wouldn't be just Wii Fit Trainer. No, she wouldn't be. She'd be the Ring Fit lady, Ring Fit Trainer lady. She has a ring, dude. Wii Fit doesn't have a ring. She has a ring. She has a crazy hair that goes Super Saiyan. She'd be completely different. I think Rhythm Heaven game would go well with the Ring Fit. Maybe Nintendo actually put their IPs to use with it. I don't know if this is something that Nintendo should just keep on, doing that with this type of thing. But we'll have to wait and see, man. Gunmetal Otaku says, yeah, okay, hold up. He's talking to other people. Okay, you guys are talking to other people. We're not talking about Death Stranding right now, guys. So people that are just mentioning Death Stranding, we're talking about this Ring Fit thing. We'll get to Death Stranding in just a bit. Let's finish off with this, then we'll get to Death Stranding. I have some gameplay clips of Death Stranding and some stuff that I want to talk about. But yeah, right now we're still talking about Ring Fit Adventure. So if you guys have any more stuff on Ring Fit Adventure, then we'll move on to Death Stranding. Let's see here. I think I already read that. I think some dude says it's all fun in games till some dude pulls up to a Smash tournament with Ring Con and completely destroys everyone. That would be dope, dude. He's over here with the freaking playing with the Ring Con, man. Dude, I'd pay money to see that. I'd pay money to see that, man. Let's see here. J2 Blue says, I think it looks pretty fun. Honestly, might not get it at launch, but eventually pick it up. I'll get it just because, like I said, I'm a content creator, so it's something that I'll probably check out. But no, like I said, man, I mean, I'm big into fitness, dude, and like anything that gets people, moving and thinking about their health, I'm down. I'm down for anything that gets people, thinking, moving, exercising, all that good stuff. So if you missed, it's also for those who already exercise, if you missed the gym, might be a good way to, hey, let's like do something fun, because a lot of workouts, like if you do like YouTube workouts, they're boring as hell. Let's just be honest here, right, man? Like part of the thing that makes working out mundane is that it's boring. Like, it's not very fun. That's why people go and work out with friends, right? You go work out with a buddy, and then you like, oh, hey, let's help each other out. You're more encouraged to work out because it's more fun with a friend, right? You see girls going in groups, whatever. Guys sometimes go have a workout buddy because then it's a little bit more fun. You guys can talk about stuff in between sets and reps. So anything that can make exercising more fun, that's good, you know, because I find my routine is boring as hell, and I don't have any friends, so I don't have anybody to go work out with, you know. So anything that can make it more fun is cool. You know, even when I can't go to the gym, like when my car was in the shop, like I used to do the workouts in my living room, and it was boring, man. But like now, like if that happens to where I can't go to the gym for whatever reason, or if I forget to go to the gym, or if I'm working so much I can't go, I'll just boot up Ring Fit Adventure, man, because it's actually gonna be fun. Like Wii Fit was fun for a bit, but then once it stopped being fun, I kind of just stopped playing it, you know? So if this can continue to be fun with the RPG elements and all that, I think it's a good option. It's a good option, you know, for those who want to start worrying about their fitness and all that. So yeah. Oh my gosh, they're calling it RingCon. Yeah, because you put the Joy-Con inside of a ring-looking apparatus. So RingCon. That makes perfect sense. Skyward Sword HD RingCon exclusive. That would be so Link would have a ring. Would he have a ring that he attacks with? Like 2 rings? I think that you can do that. Right? You can definitely do that. Yeah, nude workouts that's called getting banned. Unless you're on Twitch and you have like 7,000 subs, then that's called getting disabled for just a little bit, then getting right back on. If you're certain type of person, but for everybody else, that's called getting banned permanently. Some people do go to the bar alone, but yeah, a lot of people go to the bar with friends or whatever the case is. So yeah, it kills 2 birds with 1 stone for people who like games and people who want to work out. Exactly. It does kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It actually, like I said, it doesn't look horrible. It looks like it could be fun, you know? So yeah. One day when we meet in real life, I can be your workout buddy. Yeah, maybe one of these days. I used to have a workout buddy, my friend George in college. He was me and him, we used to work out all the time together, man. But right now, I mean, like, I don't even really care. Like, it is what it is. I just go to the gym. I just go every other day. I just go to the gym, go there, run on the treadmill for an hour, lift some weights, then I leave. You know, I don't do anything special. It's boring, you know? It's also called being a hot female Twitch streamer. I didn't say anything about that, bruh. I didn't say anything about that. El Señor Cheto says, does the art style not remind you of Fortnite, or is it just me? Definitely has like a little bit, yeah. Like that cartoonish type of vibe and all that. But Nintendo was doing that type of art style before Fortnite was even a thing. And there's been many developers that have done that type of art style before Fortnite was even a thing. So Fortnite definitely wasn't the first. But yeah, a little bit. Ring Fit Adventure is definitely not going to outsell Wii Fit. The Wii Fit franchise, I think Wii Fit on the Wii, the regular Wii Fit, sold like 40 million, and Wii Fit Plus sold like another 20 million. So the Wii Fit franchise sold like 60 million or something like that. Or it was like 20 million plus another 20 million with Wii Fit Plus. But nah, this isn't selling that. The Wii was a completely different beast, like with the casual market and all that. It was like a damn iPhone or something like that, you know? At one point, it was like that popular. So nah, Ring Fit Adventure isn't going to get nowhere near that. No, not even close. Yo, what's up, Aiden? How's it going? Yo, Xavier, what's up, man? OJ, you have exceeded the soul stats. You don't need to go to the gym anymore. Nah, that's what I said. Hey, you know what? You know what the funny thing is? That's what I said last year. Look what happened. I got fat and started going bald. So nah, you always need to go to the gym. And like I've stated many times, first of all, Xavier, thank you for the kind comment. But I'm actually not that big. It's just the way that the camera looks and how it's zoomed in a little bit. But I'm just toned. I'm not really like super buff or anything like that. There's a lot of guys on YouTube that are way buffer than me. So don't tell. I mean, Buff Boy McBufferson. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's quite possibly the most buff person ever. So yeah, man. We're talking about Ring Fit Adventure for the Nintendo Switch. This is a fitness game. This is a fitness game where you do fitness stuff. You can start a Ring Fit Discord workout group as part of the members benefits. BS while you work out together. I don't know. That'd be. I guess you could. I guess, and you can maybe share your clips and all that stuff. Yeah, that might be something. Just depends. I could see it being used in Mario and Sonic games as if it was ever to be used in any type of games. Okay, that's true. Maybe that's true. I don't know. I want to know what some of the casuals in the audience think. So Charity, did you get a chance to see that Ring Fit, Charity? Would that be something that you'd be interested in at all? I don't know, because she doesn't really play games normally. Ring Fit Trainer for Smash. That's what we were talking about earlier, Aiden Quinn. Ring Fit Trainer for Smash. Nintendo Fanboy says, I think I'm going to try it. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm going to try it. I think I'm going to try it too, so. So yeah, I think I'm going to try it. Is Nintendo the answer to all your life's problems? Yes and no. Yes and no, because here's the thing. You can always look at if you have a problem in life, there probably isn't somebody in a Nintendo game that hasn't experienced something like that, unless it's something super crazy, you know? But most of them, you can look for inspiration in games if you're that type of person, you know? So whether there's adversity or with your children, there's always a game. There's always something where somebody's went through something in Nintendo games. So whether it's regular video games or Nintendo games, you can always find some type of answer if that helps you. I know for me, it was Fire Emblem Awakening. That was a really big help for me at the time. So, I personally wouldn't buy it for 80 CAD. I'd pay 50 CAD. 50 CAD, is that too low? I mean, it's all what you want to pay for something. If it's not in your price range, or if you feel that it's too expensive, then you don't have to buy it. There was discounts on Wii Fit and stuff like that, you know. So if you feel like you need to wait before you get it, you can always do that. So or you can just not buy it if it's too expensive at that price. Then yeah, that's fine. It's subjective in terms of how much you'd pay for stuff. If there's somebody out there that says, man, this is going to improve my physical health, this is valuable to me, then they'll pay the 80 for it. You know, for me personally, I paid back even before I started doing video game stuff. What did I pay for? I paid like $89.99 for like Wii Fit or something like that. So because I felt that I needed it, you know what I'm saying? Or that it would help. It would help with me getting back into shape, you know? So I paid for it. So it's all based on how much you value fitness. If you don't value fitness, if you're looking at it just as a game, then nah. I mean, there's better areas that you can spend your money, you know what I'm saying? And there's better games probably that you can get for your money. But if you're somebody that actually values your health, and you want to be able to work out at home and have something that's fun, then absolutely it's worth the price. You know, absolutely it's worth the 80 or whatever the case is, or whatever you're going to pay for it. I mean, I think I would probably buy it too at 80. But because I said, like, I bought Wii Fit because I value my health. But it is what it is. Some people, don't care. I mean, if you already got a gym membership, then that's fine. You don't need this. Or if you want to just do YouTube workouts, or if you just want to go outside and walk, or I mean, there's other people that like to do stuff, their own way. So it just depends. It varies from person to person. Let's see. I would buy it, says Charity. I would do it with my mom on the weekends or something. There you go. So Charity, you need a Switch. There you go. You need a Switch so you and your mom, Mama Scott can Mama Charity Scott can get it going. Let's see here. Some dude says, honestly, in all seriousness, I can see something like this being used in hospitals or something, used in therapy. I'm all for it, honestly. Well, it'd probably be therapy, not necessarily hospitals, but therapy, physical therapy, which they did use like Wii balance boards and stuff like that, or even like Wii systems sometimes for therapy, Wii tennis and all that. So yeah, I mean, I could see it potentially being used, for that. So absolutely. Absolutely. See, there you go. See, Charity. There you go. Mama Scott. She needs this, man. Then the fanboy says, I think it would be fun to work out. I'd get it for 80. Yeah, if, like I said, if if you're somebody that doesn't have a gym if you don't have a gym membership, then absolutely. If you're a college student and like you're not going to the gym, or you're busy studying a lot and you don't got as much time, absolutely you should pick this up. Like, this is great dorm room workout or something like that. Absolutely, because We Fit helped me get into shape. Like, my first fat OJ stint, because like I go in and out of being fat and being skinny. My whole life I've been fat and, well, not my whole life, but I think it was probably like high school, I started getting kind of fat here and there. You know what I'm saying? At times. So I would always go back and forth between being fat and being, or not being skinny, but being thin or being thinner. So my whole life I've been going through that, like half of my life or whatever the case is, more than half my life. So for me, sometimes I need a little bit of a boost. Otherwise, I'm just going to eat whatever the hell I want and all that. And We Fit was the thing that helped me in the previous fat OJ arc, because there was a OJ arc last year that I was fat, but the previous fat OJ arc, college fat OJ arc, We Fit was the thing that got me to say, hey, you need to get into shape, man. You're fat, dude. Like I was super chubby. I remember. I'll tell y'all a story. I was in college, and I was done playing at Fresno State, so I was just done playing football. I didn't know if I was gonna go back or not. And I remember I just got done eating a full pizza. I ate a whole DiGiorno pizza with the cheese on it, and this is before I ripped off the cheese. This is before I realized that I'm lactose intolerant, like 100%. Like, I probably shouldn't be eating dairy. Ate a full pizza, went down and lied down on my bed, and like I cracked some of the bottom part of my bed, and I'm like, oh snap. So then I was like, man, and like I looked at my stomach, dude, and my belly was so big. I'm not gonna say that joke, but you know what I'm saying? I looked down and my belly was really big, okay? So I was like, man, I need to lose weight. So then that was right around the time We Fit came out, man. So I was like, maybe I should do this. Even though I was a kinesiology major and I know how to exercise and everything, I was like, I need a little bit of a pick me up because I'm studying so much, because I was, I was on scholarship too, so I had to really worry about my grades. So I went and got We Fit, weighed myself. I was like 215 pounds. I was like, oh man, I'm too fat. Let me go ahead and let me lose some weight. And like I said, it wasn't proportion. You know what I'm saying? I meant like, I'm not. It was all in like my belly, and my butt, my belly, and my butt. I looked ridiculous. So I was like, I need to lose some weight, man. So We Fit was the thing that got me started. So I started, getting on We Fit, started weighing myself, started doing the exercises, then I started going to the gym more. So it just got me more conscious about how I eat too, because like you have to put in your food log and stuff. So I started no more pizzas, started cooking grilled chicken. I got off of dairy, realized, took some tests, realized that I'm lactose intolerant. So I started doing that. It was just a lot better. And then I got into shape. I got into really good shape. And then I started playing football again for like a semi-pro team. So it was good, man. It was really good. It helped me. So I mean, I'm in shape now, but I think that this Ring Fit's gonna help me keep in shape and help even get me in better shape. Even get me in better shape. So, yeah, man. Let's see here. Be honest, OJ. What's your current age? I'm 45. I'm 26. I lost 25 pounds after college. I was 194 at 22. Now I'm 169. There you go. I'm 45. That's my age. I can't see you being fat at all. Were you just a husky like Ice Cube? I mean, but Charity, I showed you the picture of me being fat, and you said that I carry my weight well. So that's what I mean by that I was fat, because in that picture I was actually bigger. The Cleveland Brown essence. In that picture, I was actually bigger than what I was in college. So that picture that I showed you, Cleveland Brown essence, I was like 240, like 230, 240, somewhere in that range last year. That's way too big. In college, I was like 215. Y'all gotta realize I'm only 5'8", 5'9". You know what I'm saying? I'm like, with my shoes on, I'm like 5'9.5" or something like that. So without shoes, I'm like barely 5'9", 5'8 and 3/4, whatever the case is. All right. So like, you can't be my height and be 240 pounds, or even if you're my height and you're like 215, or saying like something like that's still kind of, you're big. You're definitely big, So yeah. It's a big boy OJ. So yeah, man. Yeah, but I'm 45. Let's see here. Cleveland Brown essence. Yeah, man, I looked like Cleveland Brown last year. Looked like Cleveland Brown last year, which is fine. There's nothing. Cleveland Brown's cool, man. Let's see. OJ, isn't it weird that when a lot of people play a game, it's for fun, but barely nobody play a game and it's not fun. I don't know what you talk about, Isaiah. Big Chungus. That was before the whole Big Chungus. Wait, when was Big Chungus? That was last year. Was Big Chungus last year? When was that whole that thing seemed to drop drop pretty hard, right? Big Chungus. That used to be a thing. Like even on like the podcast, like when we told Mandy about Big Chungus. And there was all the Mandy jokes with Big Chungus, dude. Like Mandy's dating like Big Chungus and stuff. Like that Big Chungus thing got dropped hard though. Like what happened to that? Was that last year or this year? That was this year. January of this year. Okay. Yeah, I remember the whole Big Chungus arc. There was definitely a Player Essence Big Chungus arc. So yeah, let's see. That meme was outdated when y'all brought. Yeah, it was already outdated. That's true. But people were still making like hella videos on. Like I would see new videos on Big Chungus though. Like there would be new videos on Big Chungus. So even back when we were talking about it. When Breath of the Wild was coming out in 2017, you see the difference in your weight when you compare your 27. Dude, you can compare pretty much all my videos up until like, it wasn't like, probably like all my videos from like 2016 and up, you can easily see the weight loss. Like I said, I lost about like 50, 60 pounds since then, since last year. I was like 240. I think I was about 240 last year. Cause I was Big Chungus last year. I was Chungus last year. I was eating way too much. No, but to be honest, it was because of the stress and it was because of just the situations that I was in. That's the reason why. It wasn't because I never went to the gym, because I did go to the gym like a couple times out of the week, but it was because of the stress and because of what I ate. That was the problem. We don't talk about the dark year. Yeah, we talk about them because you don't want to repeat it, so you got to make sure that you stay away from that. So we talk about it every now and then. But all right, let's go ahead and let's move on to the next topic here, guys. It's already been 1 hour of Big Chungus, and we need to move on to the next topic, shall we, boys and girls? We've got Death Stranding. There was a gameplay video of Death Stranding, and I'll be honest, this game, it just doesn't look fun. I talked about this on Twitter, and it just, you know, I'm not gonna, because he's talking in Japanese, it's Tokyo Game Show, but I mean, it just doesn't look fun. I mean, you're constantly just, you know, running through fields, big open empty areas, and you're like an Amazon sales, you're like a UPS Amazon sales packageman or something. Like you work for like the Kojima, you know, the Kojima postal services. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, this is what consists of the gameplay, is you dragging packages along and you walking around big open empty areas, collecting stuff and really doing nothing. I watched this whole gameplay thing. This is about a good hour, almost hour and a half, hour 15, and this is essentially what you do for a lot of the gameplay. This is the gameplay, is that you are walking around in open empty areas with packages attached to your butt, or dragging packages, weirdly snatching things out of the sky like a freaking idiot, like the way that he grabs things, snatching things like a freaking idiot. This is the gameplay of Death Stranding. I mean, I thought there would be some more action when it comes to the combat and stuff like that, but this is essentially what you're doing in between the story segments. Now, there is some more stuff, and like I said, it's unique and it's interesting. It can be interesting, but some of the characters and the story elements and all the people that they have in here, but this doesn't look fun. This seems like this game should have been like Detroit Become Human, and get rid of all this stuff and then just make it about the actors. That's what it seems like to me that this game should have been. It should have been that, instead of actually being an open world game. Like, I don't even know, I don't even know why it's open world. Like, I understand like you're doing some type of thing, but to me it seems like it should have been like a Detroit Become Human type of game. because it seems like this is a lot of filler of just running around in open, empty areas, not doing anything. I mean, you know, I don't know. Like this just doesn't look fun. And I tried to like it. I watched it more, you know, this morning. I watched it this last night as it was going on, and I watched it more this morning, and then I'm watching it again here. And this is, like I said, this is one of the in the heat of the gameplay. You know, 30 minutes in because they're taking forever. There's some stuff that they're doing right here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing because it was in Japanese, but like, you know, this is the game. We can fast forward a little bit more. There's some action here, so this is some stuff that maybe, you know, that got me a little bit more interested. Like, cause like you can like, hey, okay, you're actually like shooting something. So there is this, which looks good. But it's still very weird how it works. Like, look at how everything's terraforming. I mean, hold up. Let's go back. So, let's see if we can catch some more of it. So, like, it's like presented by you like walking around like in muddy water. I mean, like the way that it's just set up is just, it's just so weird. And like, yeah, here we go. Okay, so yeah, so there's some nice gameplay in here. I don't know what's going on with that guy that's right there. So there is some combat in there. It does seem like it's like, you know, like you can do some other stuff, but it seems like a lot of boring stuff in between, you know. So yeah, there, it looks like a shadow line. It's like you're fighting some combat. Okay, but anyway, there you go. There's the gameplay. It still could be a good game. I think that some people, but like the combat system in this game seems lame as hell. That's the problem. Like, it looks cool, but I mean, you move super slow. You got this big backpack. There's a bunch of murky water around. Like, the combat doesn't seem very intuitive or fun. But that's just me. They got combat in there, but it just doesn't seem like very fun combat. Like, when I look at this game, I'm like, oh man, is this really hype? Like, when he's fighting this thing? Not really. It just seemed like very slow and boring, you know? But like I said, you never know. So here's some more gameplay of you just walking around in a field, at a big open empty field with nobody else around. Like this backpack, like what is with this backpack? God, you got like this, like Amazon, you got some Nikes here? Got some shoes? Like, okay, well, let's see. So here's some more run. I think they're done after that. They just talk about the game more. Yeah, if you go through. But yeah, that was essentially the gameplay, guys. You know, they showed some more of like the story, that one part that they have there. There's a token black person in the game. He'll probably die later. Let's see here. There's some more. I think they pee on something here. So I think they probably pee on something. So let's take a look. NYC pizza delivery man mentioned. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know how he's running with all these packages and stuff, man. I'm shocked. So Baron is definitely gonna have a field day on the podcast tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna say, hey Baron, Death Stranding, and then I'm just gonna run away and hide. I'm definitely just gonna run away and hide when I hear Baron go on this one, man. Oh, is it so blue? The environments look so drab and gameplay tedious, and flat grass. Well, there's normal. The environments look. The graphics are good, but the graphics in the world is this big because there's nothing in the world. There's like even like less than. There's like not even like wildlife like Breath of the Wild. You know. I'm getting sleepy watching it. Yeah, I was getting sleepy watching it too, man. Let's see here. It's not for you, and it's fine. I think it'll ultimately be a good game. It's going to be a cluster bleep of a game, but I do think it'll be enjoyable for those who play it. I mean, It might be, man, but you gotta see stuff like, I mean, people were sitting here and bashing Daemon X Machina, and they were actually showing gameplay. Like, Daemon X Machina actually has like gameplay. Like, you're actually collecting stuff, you're shooting, you know, you're fighting against freaking killer robots, you're blasting stuff, you know, like that actually has gameplay, you know. My bad, guys. That actually has gameplay, and people were sitting here destroying that game. And that game actually has gameplay, and it's actually, you play it, it's like, oh snap, I'm collecting stuff. It's actually like, you know, like a game. This is just a bunch of walking, you know? No, I'm not gonna hold on. At least it's a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, at least it's a game. Like, this seems to be like a big movie, like a walking simulator. Like, you're just it's like a Detroit Become Human, but like slightly more, more interactive than Detroit Become Human. You know? So, I don't know. Of course Astral Chain is way better. That's like saying the sky, like humans breathe air. You know what I'm saying? Like, sky is blue. Daemon X Machina definitely looks more fun than this game. Definitely looks. I've played Daemon X Machina, and it's actually fun. So, I've played it. It's actually fun. The old man ringtone, bruh. I haven't changed it, man. I know I need to change the ringtone, but I haven't changed it. Everybody always clowns me for that ringtone too, man. Anyway, that's Death Stranding. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Death Stranding? Let me know. Y'all say you guys know, I told you guys I'm old, man, right? That ringtone was popular 20 years ago when I was a young man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when those were cool, like sidekicks and all that. In my 20s, like 20 years ago, and now I'm in my 40s. That's when I was like, all right, you know, that's why I like that ringtone. It was cool back then. So yeah, man. Next game of the year, mall walking simulator. All right, there you go. Yeah. Why does everyone keep saying it's a walking simulator? That's getting really old. Don't get me wrong. I agree. What's being showed is a bit boring, but it's clearly not a walking simulator. I think they're just making a joke, man. I don't think they're like dead serious, like it's gonna be a walking. But I mean, sometimes you're running, so I mean, like running simulator. No, but it's because you're just walking around a lot in the game. I mean, that's the reason why some people are calling it a walking simulator. You know, because like you just run around with this stupid looking like that backpack. I don't care who you are. There's nothing cool about this dude's backpack. There's nothing cool about this dude's Dead Space 4 backpack, dude. I mean, like, seriously, like, I made this joke and I'll make it again. The dude looks like the goal of the game is to like not have back surgery by the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like the weight of this dude's backpack, he looks stupid. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. First of all, the game doesn't look fun. That's the first thing. The game doesn't look fun. We'll just walk around. The combat doesn't look that fun either. I mean, it looks cool because the graphics, but it doesn't look fun. Like, it doesn't look like, oh man, there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on. Like, it doesn't look like there's action in there. It just looks very slow and tedious. But I mean, look at this dude's backpack, man. I mean, like, how can you sit here and like not clown this dude's backpack? You know, like, how can you sit here and not clown this dude's backpack? I think he was just joking. Take me, you didn't have to time him out. He was just joking. Isaiah, he wasn't being serious. I don't think he was being serious. Like, look at this dude's backpack. Like, what is this? What is this backpack? This man got Apollo 13 on his backpack. This is just, I'm not sure if I can play a game where somebody's backpack be looking like this. I mean, this man looked like he's studying to become the damn leader of the world. Like, looks like he's got like every single course. He looks like he's going to Duke, Yale, and Harvard all at once. Like, you can't be sitting here with a backpack this big. You know what I'm saying? Look like he's studying to be a doctor, a dentist, an optometrist. Look like he's studying to be freaking everything. Like, this backpack is way too big. Bruh. Like, come on, man. Like, I can't sit here and say this is cool. It's not. This backpack looks ridiculous. Oh my god. He's trying to be a master of every trade. Not every single trade ever, dude. Like Kevin Durant. Honestly, this whole super cinematic games with little to no gameplay culture is pretty lame. This game looks boring as hell. It's looking like it's gonna get that 50% off. I mean, Metal Gear Solid 5 got discounted pretty quickly, even though people said that game was good. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Most of the money of the actors, and yeah, most of the money definitely went to the actors. Absolutely, most of them. I mean, that's not even a. That's not even like anything to dispute. Most of the money to this game went to the actors. Like most of the budget, they took. I don't know what. I think they made it on a was it a proprietary engine they made this game on? But like they didn't have money to fully flesh out this game, right? Like with a bunch of interesting like physics and combat mechanics like Breath of the Wild or whatever the case is. Like they didn't have the money. Obviously they did it because the gameplay mechanics in this game are lacking, severely lacking in this game. Severely lacking. That's why it's so dry. You know, so from what we've seen, like this is where you can't sit here and say that we haven't seen enough of the game now. You know, like people are saying, oh, well, wait till they show more. Now they've showed more, and it's severely lacking. Like the physics, like there's not, the world isn't more fleshed out with stuff. I mean, it just seems like the game, like they put like, hey, let's spend as much money as possible on the actors and the acting so we can get popular names in there, and whatever's left over will make the game. Unless Kojima called in some favors from his Hollywood friends and got some discounts, you know, from Reedus and from people. But like Reedus is on Walking Dead, man. He's I think he's an A-list actor, isn't he? Or at least, I mean, I don't think he's B-list. I'm pretty sure he's top of the, Norman Reedus is top of the top. Walking Dead is one of the most popular shows of all time. You know, he's filthy rich too. So, I mean, like, I don't think that's cheap. Like I said, unless he called in a favor, I don't think it's cheap to get Norman Reedus to literally be the star of this game, you know? Philip says, generally when a developer refuses to show off meaningful gameplay, it means there isn't any. Yeah, sometimes that's it too. You know, sometimes that's it too. So yeah. I can kind of see why. I mean, but if you look at it though, in the grand scheme of things, maybe they paid Norman Reedus $2.5 or $3 million to do this. But if you look at it, like a marketing campaigns can cost more than that. So maybe it just fits right into the budget of a big budget game. I mean, like EA paid Ninja $1 million to stream Apex Legends, right? So if they're paying Ninja $1 million, Ninja's popular, but Norman Reedus is like really, really popular too, you know? So like super Norman Reedus' popularity is on a larger scale than Ninja. So it makes sense. I mean, if you're gonna have a marketing budget, this kind of markets itself because Norman will market the game through his Twitter, through his channels. So you might save a little bit of money on marketing because if you get Norman in there, well, maybe you don't have to spend as much on, you know, on stuff because he's gonna market the game for you, you know? Walking Dead fans, you know, stuff like that. So I think that it fits within the budget of a major non-Nintendo, but a major PS4 or Xbox One game, right? I think it fits within. So like I said, if they paid him like $3 million, okay, companies pay $3 million plus. Companies pay 40, 50 million sometimes for marketing campaigns. You know, maybe even 30 million. All right, well, if you're gonna pay 30 million, let's say your game costs 20 million to develop, and the marketing budget is another 20 million. Your game costs 40 million. Okay, well, take 3 million of that marketing budget and dump it into Norman Reedus and dump it into all these other voice actors, and then maybe spend about 10 million on marketing the game. So 10 million on voice actors, and then 10 million on, you know, marketing the game normally through channels. Now, Nintendo would never dream to spend. Nintendo was about to say 10 million on voice acting. Nintendo will spend about maybe, you know, like $1 million on voice acting for everybody in the game. For everybody in the game, but they ain't spending like 3 or 4 million on like one person or 2 million on like one person. So I mean, like, voice acting is important, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about like Keanu Reeves. Like, Keanu was probably like a few million to get him. Okay, well, I mean, what was it? I think The Witcher's marketing budget was like 20, 30 million. So just spend about 3 or 4 million of that getting Keanu. You know. It kind of pays for itself. It might pay for itself because part of the deal is that you got to advertise it on your social networks and your channels, right? For Keanu. So, I mean, like, it makes sense when they get these guys, you know? It makes sense. So, in before Yongay will defend this game. Will Yongay defend this game? I don't know. He's usually on the side of, I don't watch all of his videos, though, so. Psycho Pie says, but shout out to Yongay, man. I think he's a good content creator. I think he's a great content creator. Let's see here. Psychopie says this game is really not for me. When I first saw the reveal for this game, I was super interested in that offer. After looking at the gameplay, I became turned off. Yeah. John got the juice. Nice name, man. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Shout out to my boy. So he says, "LOL." So Nintendo is basically the rich, cheap guy everyone knows. Oh, that's smart though. Yeah, pretty much. Well, because Nintendo's games don't really use like high caliber, like they don't use celebrities and all that for their voice acting. They use celebrities to market their games sometimes, like at events. Like they got John Cena, they've got Beyonce before in the past, they've got Robin Williams, you know, they got his daughter Zelda to market. So they'll use celebrities to market their games, like at events and shows and stuff, but they don't really use a lot of celebrities to actually be like stars in their games, like with like, you know, a lot of voice acting like that. They usually go through like the people that do anime, the people that do all that, like a lot of the people that do anime and do video game, like for like, you know, cartoons or sitcoms, like stuff like that. Like they'll get those people, right? They'll get like the English voice actors for those guys. And in Japan, the voice acting business is like crazy good. Like there's always Japanese voice actors, like, you know, ready to go, you know. So the market isn't to where you have to pay people crazy amounts. And don't get me wrong, a lot of these voice actors, I mean, like sometimes I think that they're underpaid, but for the most part there was like that little strike that they had, and I think that they got some good stuff out of that. So I think they're paid better, and a lot of them are very happy to work on some of these big franchises. Like the guy who's the new voice actor for Byleth, he was like super psyched about being, you know, the new voice actor. And even the guy that was Byleth's old voice, he was so happy he broke NDA and bragged about it because he just couldn't hold it because he was so happy that he was in Fire Emblem Three Houses, you know. So yeah. Let's see. I was curious about this game at first, but now how long they made people wait for it, I'm not enough. Wait and not enough pay off. This is quickly a $20 game, but I won't even pay that. I'll probably pick it up when it's cheap. Yeah, I don't think now that we see more of what it is, definitely this seems to be like a, you know, early 2020, you know, Death Stranding, you know, type of game. Like pick it up for like, you know, $22 at Best Buy with tax. You know, and I'm too lazy to actually go pick it up, so I just have them ship it to my house, and then I get it, say, Death Stranding, and I put it on my shelf, and I might never play it at all, but I'll buy it for sure at some point. So yeah. All right, so I think we should move on to the next topic here, guys. We have the official announcements of the Game Awards 2019, baby. Let's go. So the Game Awards 2019. I've got the full article here for you guys. Let's go ahead and get into that. So the Game Awards 2019 is set for December 12th. This is the 5th year of the Game Awards, and I've streamed almost every single year. Most of the years not most of the years. Most of the time I always watch, but I've been streaming since I think 2017. So I streamed 2017, I streamed 2018. So now this one, 2019. So I'm looking forward to it, man. We always have a lot of fun. There's been some epic moments. You had the Schick Quadro man or whatever, the Schick shaving dude. That was a good moment. There was also Keely and Kojima like announced their engagement, you know, or they become a couple. There was that year. There was also 2017. I think that might have been 2017, but Breath of the Wild, you know, where that was winning. There was the F the Oscars, and this is not my actual middle finger, guys. Okay, Oscars, F the Oscars. There was that guy. There was that crazy dude. So I love the Game Awards, man. People try to hate on the Game Awards, but you can't really hate on the Game Awards because the Game Awards provide so much entertainment. Whether you're going to be pissed off at something that didn't win because you're like mad, whether you're going to be happy that your game won, you're there for the announcements. I mean, let's just go over some of the god tier stuff that's been announced at the Game Awards. Yo, we got the first announcement of Joker for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at the Game Awards. We got Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 at the Game Awards. We got Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3 announced at the Game Awards. Dude, like, the Game Awards is hype. It's always hype. Keely always lives up to that hype. For the past 2 years, 100%, the Game Awards has lived up to it because of the announcements and because of the funny stuff that happens, you know? The Oscars. That's my favorite. That's my favorite one, man. That's my favorite one, dude. So yeah, Joseph Fares, man. Yeah, man. That guy's awesome. I like that guy. So anyway, let's go over some of this here. So the Game Awards 2019 will take place on December 12th at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, California. Show organizer Jeff Keighley announced tickets are on sale now, and I'm not going to be buying a ticket, even though I live like pretty much in the backyard. Nope, not going. And he says, over the past 8 months, I've quietly traveled the world to talk to creators who inspire me. When we sit down, I ask a simple question: why do you keep creating? No matter what happens in our lives or in the world, the act of creation is a deeply personal, spiritual, and fulfilling pursuit filled with sacrifice and challenge. This man seemed like freaking acting like he's damn Gandhi over here, bruh. But fueled by the opportunity for impact. At their best, games make us feel alive. Today, I am happy to share the date for the Game Awards, Thursday, December 12th. This year's show will celebrate the act of creation as I turn the stage over to a group of visionary teams selected to share their new project with you. Hold up, I turned the stage. Okay, I think he's still going to host that. I'm honored to be given this platform to celebrate our shared passion on a global scale. You'll hear much more in the coming weeks about our plans for the 5th anniversary show. It will be very special. Jeff Keighley. There you go. So yeah, man. Looking forward to that. Game Awards show. We're going to have a lot of fun here. I'm going to be streaming it. And everything. So yeah, man. Buck Bumble for Game of the Year. People seem to forget that Sekiro was announced at the Game Awards too. Yeah, Sekiro was announced at the Game Awards. You're right about that, but there wasn't really much info there too. But yeah, Sekiro was announced there too. The Smash Ultimate Orchestra was hype. It was very good. Didn't Breath of the Wild DLC drop after the Game Awards? It did drop after the Game Awards. Yeah, it did. And freaking, Anuma-san was out there like, he had like the sword and everything on it. It was great, man. That was a great moment for video gaming, and it was awesome, man. It was awesome. Last year was the last time Reggie. Maybe Reggie shows up as a guest. I would think that Keighley would try to get Reggie to show up as a guest because they're actually friends. So maybe that's the case, man. Maybe that's the case. Maybe he shows up. Astral Chain qualifies for Game of the Year. It actually released at the perfect time, to be nominated for Game of the Year. The problem is usually if a game comes out like late November, or if a game comes out like in December, you're screwed. But if a game comes out pretty much anytime before December, you have it'll be fine. Astral Chain. I think Astral Chain is definitely gonna get at least a nomination. I would think it's one of the best reviewed games of the year so far. Death Stranding isn't looking so good. Call of Duty, we'll see how that one kind of shakes out. Right now, to me, it's pretty much gonna be. I'm thinking it's gonna be between Sekiro, Fire Emblem, and Fire Emblem Three Houses. Those are the two games that I think that Sekiro, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Yeah, Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem Three Houses, and also Astral Chain. Those are my top nominees for Game of the Year for me so far. So Mother 3, Reggie, give us Mother 3. Smash Ultimate was not in last year's Game Awards because it came out too late. But it will win like Fighting Game of the Year. It'll be nominated for stuff this year because it has DLC coming out, and Nintendo might have a new DLC reveal at the Game Awards. So I mean, you have to remember Joker was announced at the Game Awards. So Terry's coming out in November, so they could announce maybe a new DLC character, the last one for the first Challenger Pack. They could announce that at the Game Awards. So I think that Smash Brothers is going to be nominated for a number of different stuff. So. Let's see here. Fire Emblem Three Houses to be Game of the Year over Astral Chain. I mean, it's a tough call, man. It's a tough call. Like, I'm still finishing it up. I think both of them deserve Game of the Year. I think Fire Emblem definitely there's definitely a case to be made for Fire Emblem to be Game of the Year over Astral Chain. But I think there's also a case for Astral Chain to also be Game of the Year over Astral Chain. If you look at like creativity, when it comes to the combat, like uniqueness, innovative features. I mean, there's a lot of pretty cool and innovative stuff in Astral Chain. New IP too, fresh new ideas. So I think that there's a case for both of them. I agree. Astral Chain should be nominated for Game of the Year. Oh, absolutely nominated for sure. Yo, what's up, Arash? How's it going, my man? Good to see you here. Good to see you here, my man. Let's see here. Yeah, I already talked about that, GP. That Joker was announced at the Game Awards. I already stated that. Yeah, in 2018. Resident Evil 2 is going to get a lot of consideration for the Game of the Year as well. I think it. Here's the reason why I think that it won't win Game of the Year, because we've seen a problem with remakes not get nominated at all for anything. You know, because it's a remake. So I want to see how they factor that, because no, I mean, yes, it is a great game. You know, and it's the best reviewed, or I think it's the best reviewed games. Out of all games that were Sekiro and Resident Evil 2 are the best reviewed games, like big games of the year so far this year. So definitely it could, but it's still a remake. It's still a remake of the same game, you know? Yes, they added a bunch of cool stuff. Yes, there is differences, but we've seen in the past that this is not the first time that we've had a really good remake just not get nominated for anything, or just not be nominated. I mean, like Shadow of the Colossus, that was a really good remake that got good scores, and it was like nominated for nothing. You know, Shadow of the Colossus was a great game that got amazing review scores, you know? I think, let me double check on that one. And that was like a complete remake too. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus got a 91 back in 2018. Was not nominated for Game of the Year. So I mean, what do you say? Like, it has a 91 out of 100 reviews. It has a 91, and it's a complete remake, and was not nominated for Game of the Year last year. So if you didn't nominate Shadow of the Colossus, which had a better Metacritic than games last year that were up for Game of the Year, if you didn't give it that nod, why does Resident Evil 2 Remake get that, you know, when Shadow of the Colossus was in the same boat last year? So I have to disagree. I don't think this year's been dummy dry at all. I mean, we've had Fire Emblem Three Houses, we've had Super Mario Maker, we've had Astral Chain, you know, we've had Devil May Cry. If you like Devil May Cry, we've had that game. Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, you know, for those who like Kingdom Hearts. I mean, this year's been pretty good. Sekiro came out. There was Metro. That game was pretty good based on like the Metacritic scores in terms of what people are saying there. There's actually some pretty good games this year. I mean, we've had stuff like Dragon Quest Builders 2. We've had a ton of different ports that have came out. I wouldn't say this year's been pretty damn good. Isaiah, I need you to calm down, dude. Can you relax? Chill, Isaiah. This man out here going crazy in the chat. Just been getting timed down and deleted all day. Relax. Dank Meme, relax, and Isaiah, relax. Both of y'all, relax. You guys, you know what you two remind me of? You two remind me of like the two people on, what was it, like Grown Ups or whatever, when they start to fight each other and they start hitting each other like this. Y'all need to chill out. Let's see here. Maybe they can add a best remake category. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe like a best remake or re-release category or something like that. So yeah, maybe they do something like that. I'm not really sure. Shadow King says, do you think a second fighter pass will be announced, if that's how they'll do the next wave of DLC for Smash? I mean, I'm not really sure, man. I'm not sure what they're gonna do. We'll have to just wait and see on that, man. So yeah, I think like a best remake category would be good. But Shadow, I mean, why wasn't Shadow of the Colossus has the same review score almost as Resident Evil 2 Remake? Yeah, Res. Yeah, actually, it has the exact same score. It has a Resident Evil 2 has a 91. So Resident Evil 2 has a 91 on the PS4, right? That's the score that it has, a 91. Shadow of the Colossus has a 91 and wasn't nominated for Game of the Year last year. So, and it has less reviews. Shadow of the Colossus actually has more reviews than Resident Evil 2 Remake. So why does Resident Evil 2 get a nomination but Shadow of the Colossus didn't, you know? So yeah, I don't, that wouldn't be fair in my opinion if Resident Evil, I don't think it'd be fair to Shadow of the Colossus if Resident Evil 2 Remake somehow wins. Shadow of the Colossus should have won last year or something like that, you know? Like, what's going on here? Or, well, no, last year God of War had a better score, but it should have been nominated last year. said Shadow of the Colossus didn't really add anything new. Anything new though. It's just a new paint job. But no, but graphics are new. So it doesn't matter if it's just a new paint job or not. Graphics are still new. So then then you start getting into a fine category here, because you're saying, okay, well, if you want your game to be nominated or you want your game to win, you have to, if it's a remake, you can add completely new graphics, completely new engine, completely different. But if it doesn't add like some more weapons or something, then it's not eligible for Game of the Year, or it's not eligible, but Resident Evil 2 is, because it added some guns and added some different systems or some mechanics, but it's still the same game. It's still the same story and everything. I don't think that's fair, because then you start going through, like, you start nitpicking in terms of, whoa, does it qualify or not? What's the minimum amount of stuff that they have to add for it to be qualified for Game of the Year then, you know? Like, I think that's silly. But it still should have been nominated though, Onaga. It still should have been nominated. Yeah, maybe not win, but it still should have been nominated. Y'all dead ass really trying to sit here and act like the game shouldn't be, it has a 91 on Metacritic. Y'all really trying to sit here and say that it shouldn't be nominated with a 91 on Metacritic. Like, really? Really? Are we really trying to sit here and say this? What? We can't be nitpicking like this. It's either the game is good enough, if it's a remakes are allowed, or they're not. Like, I don't think there should be, if a game is a complete remake, is it allowed to be nominated or not? Like, it should be one or the other. It shouldn't be, well, it didn't add enough. Well, what's the threshold of how much that it should add? What's the threshold? You know, how much stuff? What if it adds 5 guns? Is that enough? What if it adds 10 guns? Or what if it adds 2 new gameplay modes? What if you have time attack mode and you have sweeper mode? I don't know, or super mode, where you play all the Shadow of the Colossus people and they move in 2 times the speed or something like that. What about that? Is that does it qualify then? Nah, bro. I have a feeling that Astro will get snubbed for DMC 5, even though I think AC is a better game. I mean, definitely that could happen. Devil May Cry, they both have the same score. So yeah, they both have an 88. They both have an 88 right down on Metacritic, so it could easily get snubbed because more people play Devil May Cry than Astral Chain, because Astral Chain is an exclusive. Devil May Cry is an established brand. So yeah, that absolutely could happen. They both have the same, so yeah, that could happen. I think Astral Chain is the much better game in my opinion. The dodging in Devil May Cry is trash. It's not, the dodging is just not good. It's not good enough to be Game of the Year. The dodging just isn't good enough to be Game of the Year in my opinion. That dodging is the worst dodging that I've ever experienced in my life. In an action game in my life, in a modern action game in my life, that's the worst dodging that I've ever seen in my life. It's not omnidirectional, which is ridiculous. That dodging system is not, it's unexcusable for me. That's why I stopped playing Devil May Cry 5. Do you think we'll get a release month for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition at the Game Awards? I mean, we could, but I'm not sure if that's really more of a Game Awards type of thing. That seems to be more like a Nintendo Direct, like an early Nintendo Direct type of thing, when they have more footage to show. So, oh, there's definitely a debate, VC. There's definitely a debate with DMC versus Astral Chain. DMC is smoother. DMC, 60 frames per second. DMC has character variation, so you can use multiple characters in DMC 5. DMC 5 has, obviously, you can talk about graphics, right? DMC 5, if you're playing on an Xbox One X, it obviously looks amazing. Astral Chain's graphics are great, but limitations of the Switch. So there's definitely, I mean, people can put up an argument against DMC 5 versus it. I mean, you could talk about like maybe even like the confused, like Astral Chain can be kind of confusing, but controlling 2 characters, like a lot going on screen. Sometimes the camera, there's the platforming segments with Astral Chain. I mean, there's definitely an argument that you can make with DMC 5. My problem is, for me personally, that the dodging in the game with DMC 5, and also using the other character. I guess the counter argument would be like using the other characters isn't very fun at times. I mean, just depends on how you feel. But like, I don't want to use like 10 different characters or 3 or 4 different characters. And using V's so basic. I don't like using V at all in DMC 5. So yeah, it just depends. Like I said, it just depends when it comes down to it. OJ, can you give me advice on how to pass the math stats? Man, I don't remember math stats. That was like 20 years ago, bruh. Let's see here. Fire Emblem Three Houses, I hope at least is get nominated. I think Fire Emblem should get nominated. It's definitely right behind. It's right behind Sekiro in terms of best review scores for the year. You kept falling asleep at the beginning of Astral Chain, but how did you try your hardest, but you're at the very beginning, falling asleep? The game's not a long game. So I don't get that, Bud Senior. It's not like a super long game. Just play through. If you fall asleep at the beginning, then you didn't really try too hard. That doesn't even make sense. It's not like there's no action or nothing going on in the game. There's tons of stuff going on in the game. So I don't understand how you fall asleep during an action game like Astral Chain. I don't get that. If Astral Chain doesn't win it, Baron's gonna make a video about it. Probably not. Like, it depends on what game does win. If Fire Emblem Three Houses win, I don't think Baron's gonna be too upset about that because he does like Fire Emblem Three Houses. So, yeah. I mean, I don't understand how you'd fall asleep. The beginning bike scene is freaking crazy. Like, how do you fall asleep during that? It's all the whole game is all about action. You think Luigi's Mansion 3 can be in discussion for Game of the Year? I think it's going to have one of the best review scores, but I'm not sure if it's going to be in the discussion just because it's Luigi's Mansion. Just because of the way people look at it, you know? The story didn't pull you? But it's not about the story. It's about the action. Like, how do you fall? Are you playing the game? Is it a Detroit Become Human, or is the game about actually playing a video game? How do you fall asleep when there's so much action? Or are you only interested in games with stories? I don't understand that logic. It's a game. You're supposed to play, like, you play the game for like the game. Or you I don't get it. The game doesn't have a bunch of crazy, like, super long cutscenes or anything, so I don't see where is the time to fall asleep. I can get it if a game has a lot of cutscenes and there's a lot of talking, like a ton of it, but there's really not even a lot of talking, and there's a ton of action in the game. So I don't understand this logic of I fell asleep. Usually when you fall asleep, when there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of boring scenes, you're not doing anything. But how do you fall asleep during an action game that barely has any super long cutscenes? There's barely any cutscenes that are over a couple minutes. I don't get that. I don't understand that logic. What's up, OJ and every other fellow ninja? What's up, man? How's it going? Game of the year needs both action and story. Yeah, all the game of the year candidates that we've been talking about have action and story. Astral Chain has a story. If you don't like it, then that's fine, but that's subjective. That doesn't mean it doesn't have a story or it's not a good story. It's just opinion. But it's not like there's no story at all. It's subjected on what people like about the story or not. But I don't see why anybody would not like the story. It's a pretty basic story. There's a bunch of aliens and you go fight them. I mean, what are you expecting? It's a bunch of these crazy looking aliens and you go fight them. Plain and simple. Voice acting is good enough. I don't really see the problem here. Game Awards would do the best to finally show more of Bayonetta 3. That'd be great. That'd be great. They should make a category for the Metlikov, the year. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. St. Louis says, "What's good, OJ?" And that's Chain Game of the Year for sure. Addicting Combat. I mean, like, it's in the conversation. Like I said, to me, it's between these three games, man. Sekiro, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and Astral Chain. Those are the three games. You know, those are the three games that I think that are kind of that are all there. They all got they check all the boxes. They got a good gameplay. They got a. I mean, even if you look at like Sekiro's story seems a lot more reserved than even like Astral Chains at times. You know, yo, Matthew Campos with the $5 shimmy, and he says, "Sorry for coming to the stream late. You don't gotta apologize. I appreciate you being here. But what are your thoughts on Ring Fit Adventure, an RPG fitness game that seems something up your alley? Also, can you play Breath of the Wild, Terrytown Mary theme, please?" Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I talked about Ring Fit Adventure. I got a video that I clipped that I'll be posting tomorrow morning. But I think that if you're someone that's looking to get into, have something to do when you're at home and get into shape, it's better than We Fit. Seems better than that. So that's essentially my thoughts. But yeah, let's go ahead and get your music playing here, man. But thank you. You guys give some love, respect, and emotes to Matthew Campus with a $5 donation, man. I appreciate that. Breath of the Wild, longtime supporter and elite ninja here in the village. So let's go. I would say to this, anybody who sits there and says, I couldn't get into Astral Chain, keep playing. The game's about the combat. You're gonna be playing the game more than you're gonna be sitting there worrying about story or anything. So play the game for the game, not for the story. It's not a story simulator. It's not a Detroit Become Human. The game is you're supposed to play it for like the gameplay. That's what Platinum Games is about. If you're looking for some type of, huge overarching epic story where you're engrossed like it's Infinity Game or Avengers Endgame or something like that, or like Metal Gear Solid, that's not it. Platinum Games makes games, combat, gameplay, mechanics. That's the most important thing to Platinum Games is the game. So play it for the game. Don't play it for some type of story or something. The game is about gameplay, So that's what Platinum Games titles are all about. Chances are you're not gonna like Bayonetta much either, if that's the case, because Bayonetta's story seems very much, like the way that Astral Chains is told, to be honest. So play the game for the game itself. That's what I would say to anybody playing a Platinum Games title. Don't go into it looking for some type of crazy, amazing, overarching story. It's an action game, So yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see it. Kingdom Hearts 3 has a DLC coming out soon. All right, let's just go and get into random Q&A, guys. So if you guys have questions, I've got answers for you guys. So you can tag me with anything, when it comes to your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. All right, so I get that. I know there's no real story for me. The point of the game didn't pull me in to play, and I play Bayo just fine. Okay, that's fine, man. I'll never understand that logic, though. Like I said, I'm a gamer, and I get you, man. But for me, I don't need to be pulled in by a story to play a game. A story can be bad, but if the gameplay is really good, then I'm gonna play the game because the game is good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need a story to pull me in, because when I grew up playing games, there was no stories. I'm old though. When I was playing games as like a little kid, there was barely any story. Contra, I didn't know what the hell the story was in Contra. It was just and then all of a sudden you just flip down. I mean, there was no story. Mario Bros 3, Peach gets Super Mario Odyssey, there's no story in that.
Really feeling it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I've always held that belief. I don't need a story to play a game. I don't need a story to pull me in, because when I first started playing games, there was no stories. It was how good the game was. But I don't know, maybe people have evolved. At this point, obviously we've evolved into people, like, if a story isn't good, even though if the game's good, they won't play the game. But I'm not a fan of that I'm just not a fan of that thought process. I'll never be like that. I'll never not play a game because I don't like the story. Like, if the gameplay is dope, the story can kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the gameplay is really good, the story can literally go kick rocks. Now, if it's a long, super long adventure to where, like, I'm gonna have to be listening to this crappy story over and over, then I get that. But Astral Chain is just like, you can beat it in 15 hours if you just go straight through. You can skip every single cutscene. You don't even gotta look at the story. So that's just me, I guess. Shout outs to, but like I said, I see your point. I'll just never understand it because of the like when I grew up playing games, But no, I get what you're saying though, man. Let's see here. Amiibo fan donated $1 and says play menu 1 from Wimbledon's Championship Tennis from the Sega Genesis. Wow, what an interesting request. All right, no problem. All right, Kaido Master also with the 2 months of Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Kaido Master. Appreciate that. Games back then barely had any story, and the action was where it was at. Pretty much. Story-driven games are some of my favorite, to be honest, but a game with a good story but boring gameplay could be a problem. Yeah, that's the thing with me. If a game has bad gameplay but a good story, I'm more likely to stop playing that game. Like, for example, Devil May Cry. Pretty good story, but the gameplay, man, like that dodge button, like all it took was the dodge button for me to stop playing that game. You know, all it took was how you dodge with the gameplay. So for me, I need pristine gameplay. I need superb gameplay. A story is a story, but there's great stories everywhere. If I really want to see a story, then I can also watch a movie. There's lots of movies with great stories too. I'm here to play a game, you know? All right, so Wimbledon, championship tennis. Oh my gosh, menu 1. Story of the game is like having a conversation with the lady. If oh my gosh, these analogies. If it's interesting, it's a plus. Not gonna spit on that. I'm joking. Oh gosh, dude. Dank Beef says, what's your thoughts on Konami once again failing to bring Castlevania to consoles with the new Castlevania, a game going to be mobile? So I don't see why it's not on Switch. I don't know. Konami's Konami. Did you like any previous DMC installments before DMC 5? I did. The dodging was also trash in those games, but the dodging now to me has evolved when it comes to action games. After Bayonetta, the dodging's evolved. Before Bayonetta, I played a lot of these games that might have had trash dodging, but after Bayonetta, like, the games can't be doing this no more. And DMC 4, all the previous DMC games were all before Bayonetta, except for DMC 5. DMC 5 is the first DMC game after Bayonetta, you know? All the other ones were before Bayonetta. Let's see here. Ethan R donates $1.99 and says, "Can you play Metal Man Stage Remix from Smash Ultimate?" Absolutely. Let me play this Championship Tennis again because it's super short. It's only a minute something, so we'll play that one more time. What's your favorite THX announcement? I think you meant Tokyo Game Show? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what's THX? Ethan. Okay, TGS, Tokyo Game Show. My favorite announcement from Tokyo Game Show? I don't think there's really been anything so far that's my favorite right now, to be honest, man. DMC by Ninja Theory was after Bayonetta. That's not a real Devil May Cry game. Alonzo Vine says, I think remakes should be eligible to be nominated and win if it's one of the best games that year. That's all that matters. Okay, so Alonzo Vines, let me ask you a question. Let's say Nintendo remade Fire Emblem Three Houses to have slightly better graphics and the same game next year. Is that eligible to win Game of the Year again? Are you getting Borderlands 3 when it comes out? I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided yet. I gotta run some errands, so I might be in that area to go buy the game. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I might not. Gears of War dodging is great in my opinion, I guess. They run like tanks though. All right, so let's see here. Metal Man Stage Remix Smash. All right. Let's see here. I'm joking. I know you're joking. Let's see. Who's worse about game localization, Level 5 or Atlas? Probably Level 5, but Atlas is bad too. They're both trashed here, dude. I think diversity in games is good. I enjoy gameplay-heavy games, but sometimes I want a game with more story-oriented. I want more games like Heavy Rain and Detroit. I mean, that's fine too. Those are all movie games though, but that's fine. Hey, OJ, Kingdom Hearts has a pretty good dodging. It does. The dodging's okay in Kingdom Hearts. I went with Damon X Machina over, or I went with Damon over Borderlands because I don't know. I'm a Nintendo fanboy. Well, there you go. That's the reason. That's the reason why, dude. Maybe you wanted to play a good mech game. Maybe that's the reason why you went over it. You went to it. Kaido Master says, I prefer to watch the stream here, but wanted to show you with my Twitch Prime subscription regarding the Game Awards. What about Smash? Can be nominated for Game of the Year this year? It can be nominated for Game of the Year. It can. Technically speaking, like, everyone's saying that it's like they're not bringing it up because it's a fighting game, and fighting games rarely ever get nominated, even when they're the best reviewing game, you know, for the year. So like back in like 2004, Smash for Wii U was the best reviewed game that year, if I'm not correct. In terms of big games, Smash Ultimate has a better review score, and it's eligible for Game of the Year, by the way. It has a better review score than Sekiro, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Astral Chain, Devil May Cry. It has a better review score than every single game this year. Smash Ultimate is the best reviewed game that's eligible for this year. Best major game, Smash Ultimate should be Game of the Year. Technically, it should be. It has 99 review scores and has a 93 average. There's not going to be a single game eligible that has a better review score than Smash Ultimate. But it's not going to win because Smash for Wii U had the same thing. And it wasn't even like a year later or whatever. It was within that same year because Smash for Wii U came out in November. So yeah. So yeah, Smash Wii U, that year that it came out, it had a 92 back in 2014. That was a couple points above the Game of the Year winner, which was Dragon Age Inquisition. Smash Wii U was pretty much the best reviewed game back in 2014 as well, and didn't win Game of the Year. So I don't see Smash Ultimate winning, just because they don't give fighting games Game of the Year, and Smash should have won in 2014, technically speaking, and it didn't. So yeah, Smash Ultimate pretty much takes every category. It's the best reviewed. It has the most content out of any of these games. It has the most sales out of any of these Game of the Year games that are coming up. It has the most sales. It's pretty much gonna be like the quadfecta of everything when it comes to Game of the Year, but it won't win, you know? Personally, for me, I gave it Game of the Year last year. So there are many websites gave Smash Ultimate Game of the Year last year. Now, if we're talking about the Game Awards, obviously the Game Awards operates differently, but people gave Smash Ultimate Game of the Year last year. Famitsu gave Smash Ultimate Game of the Year last year. So my last year's Game of the Year was Smash Ultimate. So to me, it doesn't really need to be in this year's Game Awards. If it doesn't get it, that's fine, because it was Game of the Year last year, in my opinion. And that was the year that God of War came out, Red Dead Redemption. Those games actually had higher review scores, but Smash wasn't eligible for last year's the Game Awards. But for some reviewers, some websites did give Smash Ultimate Game of the Year. It either went to Red Dead, God of War, or Smash Ultimate. You know. Matthew Campos donated $2 and says, any chance we can see Ring Fit Adventurer as a Smash character? Bet she gets in before Goku. Probably. Also, can you play Mega Man X5, X vs. Zero? Breeze mix, please? Absolutely. Thank you, Matthew Campos. Thank you for the $2 donation. And yeah, man, I think we already know about Goku and what's happening there. So yeah. All right, take it easy, Jake Miller. Thanks for coming out to the stream, my boy. Is it fair for Smash to get best soundtrack? Smash doesn't get best soundtrack because it takes a bunch of music from different games. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and play this next track, and that's Mega Man X5 X versus Zero Breeze. There's so much to this. All right, there you go. I disagree. I don't think Dragon Age is better than Smash for Wii U that year. That's just my opinion, though. I played both games, and Dragon Age, I didn't really like it that much. But hey, opinions. MFS Gameplay says, hey, actually, I think Bayonetta 2. I think Bayonetta 2 was better than Dragon Age. I think, if anything, Bayonetta 2 or Smash Ultimate, or sorry, Smash for Wii U should have won. If not Smash for Wii U, then Bayonetta should have won. Let's see. Hey, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. How are you? The best game this year that everyone forgot about was probably Blaster Master 02. Oh yeah, that's true. Blaster Master 02. Definitely a good game. Smash Ultimate is like the god of all fighting games, just for the amount of content and the love for the history. The industry deserves to be at least nominated for Game of the Year. It should be nominated. I think it might get a nomination. It might get a nomination, but we'll have to wait and see. It should, I mean, technically speaking, it should win the Game of the Year. It should win, but we'll see. Sable for the Game Awards, because for me, I already gave it Game of the Year last year. We're talking about the Game Awards stupid system. Sable Raven Games says, if I start my Twitch streaming soon, I'll give you a shout out, bro. All right, man. I'm excited now. Thank you. Joy Yukin says, someone at Walmart is getting fired over breaking street date for that Switch Lite. I mean, I don't really think that's not really somebody at Walmart. Whoever put it out there, I mean, but whatever. I don't think it's a big deal. Whatever. They broke the street date. Whatever. It's just the Switch system that doesn't hook up to a TV. Garfield Kart for Game of the Year? Absolutely. I think it deserves it. I have a question. Didn't Smash 4 have like a custom character type thing? I remember that I can change one or more of Link's moves. Yeah, it had custom movesets, so you could have a bunch of different movesets that you can map to your character that you could unlock. So yeah, it did have that. Such a crime that November and December games get snubbed. Not all November and December games. Not all. Just sometimes. By the way, how you doing, man? I'm doing good, man. How are you, Joy? I'm doing good. Keep the questions coming, though, guys. I don't mind extending the stream just a bit, you know. Got the PE podcast tonight. That's not till 6 or so, though. So yeah. Oh yeah, there's still Doom Eternal. Let's see here. So Ultimate doesn't have that feature. Ultimate doesn't have that feature, no, because a custom moveset for like 70 or 80 characters is gonna be way too difficult. So that's the reason why they dropped the whole custom move thing. Because Smash Ultimate, when it launched, I think it had like 40 something to 50. I think it had like 50 characters or 40 something or 50 characters, something like that. 50 something characters, like if you count like the Mii fighters and all that. So it's much easier to do custom movesets for that. Whereas Smash Ultimate had every single character ever, plus a bunch of new characters, a handful of new characters. So there's no way that you're going to be able to do custom movesets for that many characters. And then all the DLC that they're doing, yeah, way too many. What up, OJ? Just copped the Astral Chain, but finished Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 first, which I really did enjoy. What do you think of it? Yeah, I liked it. I did a quasi review on it too. Will Doom Eternal or Shadow of Nexus says, will Doom Eternal or Kingdom Hearts 3 get nominated by the Game Awards for Game of the Year? Doom Eternal maybe, not Kingdom Hearts 3. Shadow King says, do you think Capcom will ever consider bringing Kamiya back? Nah, I don't think so. But I think that maybe they could work on something, but nah, I don't think so. Some dude says, man, y'all really sleeping on this Game of the Year. Ring Fit Adventure with Garfield Kart being a close second. We are, man. We totally are. Oh my gosh, I mean, they could have kept it for the Smash 4 characters, though, don't you think? Yeah, but wouldn't that be unfair if there's only like half the roster has custom moves and the other half doesn't? Doesn't that create an issue? And that's time wasted on everything that's not going to be for all characters. I don't think, considering how much work that was put into this game, I don't think it's as easy as that MFS gameplay. And custom moves aren't anything that special anyway. Like it's not like a big deal. Like it was cool, but it wasn't like, a lot of the moves were busted, and it unbalances the game. And it's not something that needs to be in the game, to be honest. Like if you're putting like a list of, hey, this is what we can do in the time that we have and the money that we have, I don't think custom moves is going to be high on the list if we could only bring it back for half of the roster or a fraction of the roster, and new characters won't have that. Like that's not something that you should prioritize, in my opinion. And like I said, it's not that big of a deal. Like if you play the game, it's like oh, custom. It's not that big of a deal. It's like I said, all the moves were busted and not used in tournament. Like the custom movesets weren't used in tournament anyway. So, and you couldn't use them in online play either. So, how do you think Cadence of Hyrule will get a physical release? Maybe we'll have to wait and see. Judith says, I think games like Tekken or Street Fighter should make anime content and add a deeper story mode to bring in more casuals to the fighting game genre. I don't think that's going to help, bro. A lot of casuals are scared off by the advanced gameplay in those, because those games do have anime type stories and deeper stuff. Like, they do have that. They've done that before. Joe Yukin says, doing good, bro. By the way, Mandy is going to be on tonight for the people. I don't think she's going to be on tonight. Nah. Gary says, what are you going to say when Death Stranding wins? When Death Stranding wins what? Wins what? Game of the year? What am I going to say? Well, I'm going to tell you to finally get a profile picture of Death Stranding, probably, Gary. Let's see here. Shadow Next says, I thought at Evo they allowed custom movesets for Smash 4. Nah, not really. And Evo, that's one tournament. Most tournaments didn't allow custom movesets at all. They might have, but a lot of places didn't allow custom movesets at all. So even if it was at Evo, that's fine. That's one tournament. There's like a gazillion different tournaments, and like I said, online you couldn't use it. And there's no need for custom movesets. Take it from somebody. I'm trying to tell you, as somebody who plays Smash Brothers a lot, you don't need custom movesets. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I'd rather have all the characters and what they did with Smash Ultimate than stupid custom movesets. It's not. I mean, I never used them. Like I said, they were busted. They were unbalanced and busted. Like half the moves. So, what do you think the reviews for Damon? I wanted it to do good. So bad creator. So bad creator was so passionate, Jonathan. I don't know what the hell that sentence was, man. But like, if you want to play the game, play the game. There's a demo. So who cares about the reviews? You play it yourself and make your own decision. Pizza Wolf says finished Astral Chain easily game of the year. There you go. Shadow Crab. Matthew Shea said Fight Crab for game of the year, and then Shadow King. So I said Shadow Crab. So let's see here. Shadow King X82 says I'm more hyped for Last of Us 2 over Death Stranding. I think most people are. We will be shocked if Keeley gives Death Stranding game of the year. Shocked, I tell you. Well, Keeley doesn't actually make the decision. So, what time is the podcast? The podcast is 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern time. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Ethan says, help in Final Fantasy VII. I'm dressed as a girl and getting chased around with Ares by a bunch of men. Use Google. I don't know why you're asking me. Let's see here. Mega Chase says, what do you think of Code Vein? Will you pick it up? Yeah, I'll pick up Code Vein. And yeah, I already have videos what I think of Code Vein. I've talked about it multiple times on the channel. I have gameplay videos from the earlier demo, and I have just my own thoughts on it multiple times on the channel. Matt says, what starter are you going to pick? Grookey, Score Bunny, or Sobble? I think I'm going to pick Score Bunny. I think. Let's see here. OJ, did you see my comments making fun of video game titles? Yeah, I did, but they weren't very funny, so I didn't really respond. I didn't know if you were actually like talking to me or if you were talking to. I didn't know what you were doing, so I just left them. But I saw it though, Carl. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what you were doing, if you were talking to me or not. But I did see your comments. But if I see something that I don't seem it's relevant or it seems like you're not talking about, I'll usually skip it. So my bad, dude. If you were talking to me. Let's see here. Matt says, okay, I already read that. Ethan says, I was joking. I don't need help. I just thought it was a random and funny. All right, there you go. Let's see here. OJ, be nice. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, sometimes I gotta not say what's in my head, like not at the top of my head when somebody says something. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I gotta manage things because hella people are asking questions, so I can't sit here and if somebody's doing something and it's not like, and if I think that they're not like, if it's not funny or if it's something that I can't, like I don't know what they're talking about, I might just skip it. You know? So I'm my bad. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. Sorry, Charity. Thank you for reminding me. I'm not trying to be mean. It just didn't seem like it was relevant what he was saying. So I was just, and there's a hell of people asking questions and tagging me. So I was just trying to get through. Let's see here. Red Enigma says, to whomever mentioned the anime content, Street Fighter, they did that a long time ago. It's called Street Fighter 2V. No, he's talking about like games that actually have like a story like Street Fighter 2V in the actual like game itself. So yeah, that's what he's kind of talking about, you know. Yo, Matthew Campos with another $2 shimmy. And he says, how much is it to sponsor a stream again? Want you to play my levels of Mario Maker 2. Oh, God, Mario Maker 2. They are not cruel in difficulty either. Also, can you play Yoshi's Island? Well, it depends on how long. We usually do a minimum of 2 hours. 2 hour stream, so it's 60 for the 2 hours. So if you want me to play all your levels in Mario Maker, I can do that. If you want to sponsor a Mario Maker stream, But we can do, if you want, just hit me up on Twitter. We can just do 1 hour if you don't have as many levels or whatever the case is. So we can just do that, and it's a different one, a different price. So it just depends on when you want it and how long. But yeah, just usually do a 2 hour minimum usually. But if you don't have a ton of levels and you just want me to play through them, but I mean, I don't play Mario Maker's not in the rotation right now. We're kind of Splatoon, Smash, and Mario Kart. Those are kind of the 3 games in like the ultimate rotation. So, but yeah, let me play your song. But thank you, Matthew. I appreciate the donation, man. Thank you for continuing to support the stream, dude. I really appreciate it. Seriously, I do. Yoshi's Island Athletic. Oh man, there's a Gunner Silver version. Alright, trying to play that. There we go. I'm just joking, OJ. We don't know. OJ's a big teddy bear at heart. I am a big teddy bear. I am a big teddy bear at heart. I am. I'd love to see some Fire Emblem or Astral Chain get Game of the Year, but my hopes aren't too high considering the Game Awards is heavily Western oriented. Well, I mean, Fire Emblem has a shot. Let's see here. Yes, I think so, but I think your point. Yes, I think so, but I do get your points on why they shouldn't. Okay, but yeah, you see what I'm saying though, Alonzo? If you sit there, if you let remakes get nominated or get Game of the Year, imagine a developer saying, "All right, let's just remake this game with slightly better graphics," and all of a sudden it's Game of the Year worthy? Nah, bro, that's not. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. Then what about ports and remasters? You know, like those get. Devil May Cry HD collection. Is that Game of the Year now? You know, like, I don't know about that, you know? Untitled Goose Game is Game of the Year. That's true. We keep on forgetting about that. What do you think of the Death Stranding gameplay? Yeah, I already talked about it. It's not very, I don't think it's very good. What if you were in Smash? It'd be cool. OJ getting canceled tonight? Am I getting canceled tonight? Man, I can't wait, bro. Can't wait for these internet mobs to cancel me. Can't wait. It's gonna be great, man. Okay. Oh, Shadow of Nexus. I see you. I see you here, my boy. Let me go ahead and get you that Discord link, my man. Just make sure you read the rules when you get there. Karen Buckley says, will you be playing Dragon Quest XI S in 2D since you beat it already? I didn't beat Dragon Quest XI S, Karen Buckley. I got about 30 hours into the PS4 version and stopped. So nah, I'll be playing it in regular. But I'll probably do some videos of it in like 2D mode or whatever. The gameplay in Death Stranding was so boring. It was too boring, so I clicked off. Bruh. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. Alright, so Shadow of Nexus, make sure you click on this link that I'm about to send to your Twitter. Make sure you click on this link within the next like 12 hours or something like that, or it's gonna disappear, my man. Big Rigs is gonna win the next Game of the Year. Yeah, remastered Big Rigs. Dustin G. Oh man, there's so many comments here. Yo, shout outs to everybody who's y'all coming through with the questions today, man. It's been a pretty good day for interactivity. You guys are the best. I'm hoping Splatoon 2 gets a nomination for ongoing Game of the Year. It should. It got shafted last year. What games do you think will be in that conversation realistically? Fortnite, yeah, Fortnite, Overwatch, all those games. I think those games will probably win it. Splatoon 2's been getting shafted since day one, man. But hey, it is what it is. Omega Chase says remakes are a slippery slope to consider for Game of the Year. I maybe think they shouldn't be included or they make a separate category. Absolutely, Omega Chase. It is a slippery slope. It's too slippery of a slope for me, at least. So I think it should be a separate category, best remake or best re-release. I don't think remake should be in it because then you have to start setting, okay, well, what's the qualifications, you know? How much do they have to add? I agree with that completely. MFS, because like there is an amount of work that you don't have to do with the game that's already made, you know, compared to a game that's new. Or a game that you have to think of a new story or whatever the case is, or think of new, you know, other new things. the whole basis for Resident Evil 2 was already done, no matter what anybody tries to say. You know? MFS Gameplay says, have a good night, man. Enjoy the rest of the stream. All right, take it easy, dude. Thanks for coming out. Nax says, if there was ever another Smash game, how limited do you think the roster will be? I can't imagine 40 or 50 for the base roster, 10 or 15 for DLC. I commented on your new video. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it would probably have to be like a 40 or 50 base roster, man. Like, it'd probably have to be something like that. Rambo says, why do you think Fire Emblem has more of a shot than Astral Chain? One, because it has a better review score, and two, because Fire Emblem's kind of just been around more. So yeah. Asking if Nate is really a time traveler. He's almost too correct with his predictions. Nah, he just has some inside sources. That's it. Let's see here. Angel Pages, by the way, everybody, Players made a great video on Splatoon recently. I did make a great video, which you guys didn't really watch that much, but that's okay. I did have a pretty good video on it. I mean, almost 2.5 thousand views. Not bad. Not horrible, but not as good as it could have been. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe it'll get popular later. Dustin G says, never forget Splatoon for Wii U, won multiplayer game of the year in 2015. It beat Destiny Vanilla and COD. Yeah, that's not saying much between those two games, though. But yeah, I see what you're saying, man. Don G says, oh, hold up. Okay, yeah, Don G says, have you tried the Bloodstain on the Switch? I think you meant lately? Did the major patch get released? No, the major patch is not out yet. No, I want to try it. Just wait. I'll put out a video when the patch is out. I watched the video. OJ, what are you talking about? I know. My bad, Tommy. My bad. I meant to say that it didn't get watched enough. I know a lot of you guys that come to the streams, you guys probably watched the video. So yeah. shout out to the real homies though. Shout out to the peeps always coming out to the stream. Let's see here. Would you laugh if Jim Carrey was in Smash? If like the Mask was in Smash, let's say that character who Jim Carrey plays, yeah, that would be pretty funny. That'd be pretty funny, dude. I saw your Splatoon video 3 times. LOL, bruh. 3 times. That's 3 times. That's 2 times too many, I guess, right? Like, you only need to watch it once. But shout outs, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Oh, make it just. I love your Splatoon video so much that even Miss Click commented on it and made me get it. Yeah. I saw the comment from her. Always cool to see Miss Splatoon herself, or Mrs. Splatoon herself, Miss Click, comment on the game. She should change her name to Mrs. Click. She's married. Let's see here. Pizza Wolf says, personally feel like Xenoblade X is very underrated. The game has mechs and a cool world to explore. Yet I see no one talk about. People talk about Xenoblade X all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're not as in tune with I am with the gaming community. But that's all people every single day. Whenever we talk, if I talk about Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, these 30, 40 people bring up Xenoblade Chronicles X. When's that coming? I mean, like, there was videos on it. People talk about that game all the time. I don't know. I have to disagree. People always talk about Xenoblade X. Always crying for Xenoblade X to come out, like, to be re-released and all this stuff like that. So yeah, man. Let's see here. I'm in no hurry for them to port Xenoblade X. I'm not in any hurry either, because we're getting arguably the superior game with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Wait, you make YouTube videos? I do. They're not very good, though. Do you think Smash Bros. Has a chance for Fighting Game of the Year since it wasn't eligible last year? Oh, absolutely. It's probably going to win that one. It's between Mortal Kombat and Smash, between those two games. Anyone recommending OJ for Trending Gamer? Dude, Trending Gamer, you have to have a minimum of like 1 million subscribers or something crazy. You gotta have like a bigger reach. Like, nobody knows who I am like that, you know. And I don't do the type of content that will make me Trending Gamer, you know. So yeah, it's all good though. I'm happy. I can't complain in terms of, you know, what I'm able to do for a living right now. I can't complain. It's pretty dope. I'll be honest. It's pretty cool. OJ, what do you think of the Borderlands 3 review controversy? Is there a Borderlands 3 review controversy? Let me hear it. Let's see here. Is it Jag dude 21 says, "What's up, OJ? Just tuning in, and Xenoblade X was amazing. The gamepad was just a hassle, though." I agree. The gamepad was a hassle. Same thing with Tokyo Mirage Sessions. The gamepad was a hassle in that game. But yeah, I agree. Trending news reporters. I think John would probably win that. He does way more news reporting than I do. So John would probably win something like that. I used to do more gaming news. I mean, I do gaming news, but like, it's like gaming news. It's like, it's fun, but it's like boring at the same time. Like, it's not, that's why I'm creating my new channel. Like, my new channel isn't just going to be gaming news. My new channel is going to be like fun. It's going to be like acting. It's going to be like skits. It's going to be like anime. It's going to be like talking more about different topics. It's going to be talking more about all the stupid stuff that sometimes you guys bring up. Like, you know, what would you guys like to see, like anime characters in Smash or something? Like, it's going to be like all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be like, it's going to be focused in terms of what the style of the channel is going to be. But it's going to be more, if not just like gaming news. Gaming news is cool, but I did gaming news for so long, like, and like I don't have a problem with gaming news, but like I enjoy doing live streams more than I enjoy doing like PE news videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff just gets boring. So, do you let's see here. Scott the Waz deserving trending gamer. Honestly, I think Scott the Waz definitely deserves trending gamer. Absolutely. He might be up for it, man. He might win. He definitely has the credentials. I mean, over 500,000, 700,000 plus subscribers. He's been on, you know, big places. Definitely Scott the Waz for sure. Matthew Campos says, "Do you think Fire Emblem Three Houses will be nominated or win anything?" Oh, absolutely. I think it can win RPG of the year. I think it can win best story. I think there's like story or, you know, stuff like that. It can win game of the year. I think it'll be nominated for a number of categories. Absolutely. Best music, soundtrack. Don G says, "I'm going to buy Daemon X Machina. I have both demos, and they really improved it. Player since the loot system is way better this time." Yeah, exactly. They did improve it quite a bit. They improved it a lot. They improved it quite a bit. So, yeah. I didn't see Sony's new deal about Marvel. What's the new deal with Marvel and Sony? We didn't talk about it. But Tommy Raiku with the $2 donation through Super Chat and says, "Buck Bumble, y'all can fight me." Yeah, Buck Bumble. The second channel, guys, isn't going to have daily content, though. My plan with the second channel is to, like, you know, work the algorithm, you know, and make videos that are definitely going to get a lot more people watching the content. Because the problem is that my algorithm on this channel is all jacked up, you know, because of how many live streams and how many notifications I put out. So the algorithm's just messed up, you know, between Nintendo and gaming news and all that. So my goal with the second channel is to do stuff that I want, right? Kind of make more of that pop culture stuff that I want and anime content that I want. Because like my Hunter x Hunter video should have done way better on this channel, but nobody watched it because it just isn't, like, people aren't looking for that, you know? So so that's kind of the goal with the second channel, is to kind of like, I know I can do a lot more in order to get like way more people watching. But it's kind of hard, like with this channel, how it is now. This channel is not going anywhere. Like, this channel set, I mean, I got 53,000 subscribers. That's more than good enough, you know, to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm happy with this channel and all that, but I can't be doing multiple like gaming news, which people do come here to watch. Thousands of people come here to watch my gaming news, right? And hundreds upon hundreds of people come here to watch. Now, I would even say thousands, because my replays have thousands of views. Thousands of people come here to watch my live streams. So if I'm doing live streams and gaming news here, I can't stop doing that. Then all of a sudden start adding in all these other things. So it's got to be somewhere else, because that's too many notifications in one day. Y'all already miss videos as is, you know? So Tommy Raiku with the $2 donation through Super Chat and says, "Buck Bumble, y'all can fight me." What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you mixing together? If anybody y'all want to fight, y'all can fight me, and you put in Buck Bumble in there? I mean, I'm not even sure what you're trying to do. So, but anyway, shout outs. Want to know why I feel about what I feel. Hold up. Want to know why I feel that about remakes and Game of the Year? Medieval is a remake and coming out on October 25th, 2019. That shouldn't be nominated, as it's an older game that we already play with already made assets. Well, I mean, Smash Brothers lots of games reuse assets, though. Doom Eternal reuses assets. Lots of games reuse assets. So that shouldn't be one of the things that say, oh, well, it reuses assets. Which the Medieval, it's a remake of the game. So, I mean, I don't think it reuses anything from the PS1 game. I don't think it reuses anything from that game. I think it's a complete remake. So, no, I don't think it reuses stuff from there. But even if it did reuse stuff, I mean, that's not the determining factor. Lots of games reuse stuff. Like, you know, Like I said, Smash reuses stuff. Lots of games reuse stuff. Doom Eternal's gonna reuse assets. Lots of games reuse assets. It's not an uncommon thing to reuse assets or voice clips or stuff like that. Am I on timeout? No, I don't think so. I see your comment. Will you change the Discord server profile icon anytime soon? The Discord server profile icon from my classic freaking 4th Hokage one? No. I love that picture. I like the Discord picture. How dare you suggest that I change it? I like that picture. Oh, I didn't know that? Yeah, it's a complete remake for the medieval. Any other more OJ story time? Look, I can give you guys story time, but we dip below 170 Elite Ninja. So we get to 172, we can do a user's choice bonus stream, and we can do a crazy OJ story time. But we got to get back to 172 at least, because we dipped below. We dipped below like 168. My boy Shadow Nexus came through though. But if we get back to 172, then we can do it. Yeah, we can do an OJ story time. You think Marvelous will ease up on the content claims once Daemon X Machina is out? It just seems so counterproductive claiming vids when people are trying to promote their game. Yeah, it's stupid. And maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know what they're gonna do. But we'll see. We will see. My bad. It's still a remake. It shouldn't be nominated based on newer games being completely made from scratch. Well, not all new games are completely made from scratch, though. I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, not all new games are completely made from scratch. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, Doom Eternal that's a new game, but it's not completely made from scratch. They're reusing what they did with Doom 2016. They're reusing that. Yeah, they're improving things and they're building on top of it. But like even games that have like normal engines, right? Like a game that has like an Unreal Engine 4, that's not made from scratch. That's like they didn't create the engine and create everything from there. They used an engine that already had a bunch of, pre-built-in functions and how things work. So very few games are built from damn near nothing, from scratch. Like, okay, let's create the engine, let's create the story, let's create, like, very, 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 very few games are created from nothing. Very, 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 very few are. So, I mean, like the new Skyrim game is going to be using the same engine they use for, or the new Elder Scrolls game is going to be using the same engine they use for freaking Fallout and Skyrim. Over a decade ago. So, or by the time that game comes out, a decade ago. Skyrim came out, what, 2011 for Skyrim? So, yeah, we're going on 8 years. They're using the same engine, So, there you go. You should get Jay on the PE podcast. You mean Hey Jay on the PE podcast? Yeah, if he ever wants to come out. I was on his podcast the other day. It was good. Baron's definitely going to roast the hell out of Death Stranding. Daniel Adams says, Player Essence, watching you play Splatoon 2 has gave me a new appreciation for the game and all the content the game is full of. The game is the full package. Absolutely, it is. Splatoon 2 is a fantastic game. That's definitely going to be a concern because that engine is broken. Well, Skyrim won so many Game of the Years and stuff like that, so it might be broken, but people still play it and like it. I like Skyrim. It's fun. Let's see here. Sheldon Dinkelberg says, you made the story of you getting expelled sound mad funny, but my favorite I've heard was the Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation, OJ, was freaking hilarious, man. No, but the story of me getting expelled was definitely mad funny. I mean, it was a good story. It was a good story. But Alien Isolation, OJ, that's old school, that's little tiny OJ. That's old decades ago, OJ. So that OJ was funny. That OJ was, like I said, I was quick, man. I was too quick. Whenever I needed to get out of trouble, I just used my feet. I can get out of anything for the most part. Sometimes you can't outrun some of the butt whoopings, but for the most part, if I outran it and hid, I was good for the night. They'd forget what happened, and I'd be like, all right, I got out of that one, But yeah, man. Hey, what's up, Velvet? How's it going? Good to see you here. So yeah. Did the MPD just come out? Is that what you're talking about, the best-selling game? MPD just come out? Your father used to ask you all why you always running. Run to get away, man. Gotta get away. Got to get away. Good anime recommendations? Hunter x Hunter, for sure. If you haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, that should be on your short list. Hunter x Hunter. That game is too good. Too good. What's the best way to get an S+ rank in Astral Chain? I've had a couple of fights where I thought I would get at least an A rank and ended up being a D. Yeah, the best way to get a rank in Astral Chain is to use a variety of different techniques with your legions. So your legions can learn new like skills, right? So using a variety of those skills and changing and doing different things, that's the best way. Also combining that with commands and sync attacks, that's also the best way. So when you upgrade your X baton, you get new input commands for your character yourself. Like for example, like you can do like a Liu Kang kick. Like if you press like down forward and the Y button, or I play with Bayonetta style controls. So my attack button is the Y button, but some of you guys might be the ZR. So like if you do press like down forward Y, you'll do like a Liu Kang kick and get a sync attack. That's a good way to start off like a sync attack stuff. Making sure that you're doing air combos. Also another way to like get stuff. Let's say like you have like a skill to where an enemy's about to hit you and like you call your legion and that it goes right into like a counter sync attack. That's another way to get some extra points. Legion Master, that one gets you I think 2,000 points. Then that's just switching legions. So switch legions. Do your skills. You have 2 skills per legion. So switching, making sure that you hit both of those skills. Another way to kind of get some cool points racked up is basically there's one skill that you can get for each of your legion to where you can unchain them and then they just start unleashing a combo. Then you pick a different legion and then do one of their other combos. That's also another like unique point total that you can get as well. So like one that I would recommend is like, let's say your sword legion, you pick him and you start you do the unchain, so you get the skill to where it unchains and he starts comboing. Then switch to your arm legion, and then you can wear your arm legion and do the ora 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 as your sword legion is doing his combo. Or you can even switch over to the arrow legion, and you can go into like the to where you actually are like you can shoot like in like the third person mode and get headshots while your other legion is getting a combo. That one too. Another one is pretty cool is like, let's say like you have like your astral chain between you and your legion. Like if you don't bind them all, but if you kind of just like wrap around them as if like you're doing like the platforming and then press the Y button, that's also another skill too. And like you just do like a head kick on all of them where you just go around like you just start kicking them in the head. Stuff like that's gonna get you points. There's like 360 command and press the Y button or press the attack button. That'll get you a sync attack. Stuff like that, just kind of varying your gameplay. The cool thing about this game is that you can get hit you can get your butt kicked, and you can still get an S+. You know, and you can use items and still get an S+. So it's pretty cool. You're gonna be waiting forever on my Full Metal Alchemist impressions. I never said that I was gonna do anything on that, so that's gonna be a while. Hey, what's up, the shooter? How's it going, my boy? Am I too late to tell Death Stranding jokes? No, feel free. You can tell them if you want to, man. Feel free. What's the control type for the Bayonetta playstyle? I want to get ready. It's control type C. Controls type C. That basically makes it, because the game's default controls, ZR is the attack, and dodge buttons like B. That's not how Bayonetta's played. Bayonetta plays Y and B are attacks, and dodge button is trigger. So if you put it to control type C, that'll get you to where Y is the attack button and trigger is the dodge button. So yeah. Okay then. Yo, I heard this game is gonna be as hard as oh gosh, dude. Alright, shooter, we got you, my boy. I mean, Death Stranding, it's one of those games, like I said, I think a lot of people are gonna, I think it's still gonna do well. I think people are gonna like it for like the story, probably. Yeah. Shoulder buttons for attack? Nah, yeah, it was hella weird. Pressing the shoulder buttons for attack and then like the B button for dodge. I think they put shoulder buttons for attack since there's only one button and like you have like a gun too. So like, oh, like a trigger to shoot because you have an X baton. Your baton turns into, it's like a small baton that can turn into a gun that can turn into a big old sword. So they're like, oh, we'll just make it trigger to shoot. But nah, it doesn't feel right to dodge like with the B. I think the B button's the dodge. It doesn't feel right to dodge with the B button. Like either you dodge like with the A button or like you dodge with like a trigger. You know, you don't dodge with the B button, and you can't custom map your controls for some reason. So yeah. OJ, the podcast starts at 6, right? 6 p.m. PT, 9 p.m. ET. So yeah, I hear you, shooter. Oh man, y'all crazy. I play Final Fantasy 15 with the attack on the trigger. Yeah, that's a different type of game, though. I mean, that's all. It is an action RPG, but action RPGs are a bit different. It's a bit different than like an action game like Bayonetta and all that. Most action games make face buttons like the combat. Triggers usually to dodge in most action games. But no, there are some action games where face buttons are to dodge. Like you press like the A button to dodge, you know, or something like that. But the B button is kind of weird to dodge for me. Usually, but Bayonetta you use the triggers to dodge, so. Oh yeah, is it football tonight? Saints versus Rams, Vikings versus Packers. Is it a doubleheader for tonight? In the Saints versus Rams, that's gonna be an explosive rematch of that NFC title game. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Saints with that one, and with Vikings versus Packers, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Packers on that one. I play Neo like Bayonetta, dodging with triggers and square triangle. Yeah, that's how a lot of people usually play a lot of action games. But Sunday's games. I thought that was Thursday night football. Okay. Yeah. Well, I told you who I got for those ones, so there you go. Yeah, ZRB attack is a little wacky, but you can change it up. Today's been a good day, man. All right, so I'll answer questions for about 8 more minutes, guys. We'll go to about 4 o'clock my time, and then I'll take a little bit of a break, get ready for the PE podcast. So if you guys have questions right now, and if you guys have any last second stuff, any of you Elite Ninja, if you guys want to see OJ's story time or whatever the case is, Elite Ninja up, get ready for the tournament that we're having this weekend. Real quick, remember guys, new emotes are coming as well. We're gonna get that sexy jutsu emote. So if you're Elite Ninja, you're gonna get that, and then also, like I said, we'll get a bonus user's choice bonus stream and a crazy OJ story time, and also you get access to all of our tournaments and all that good stuff. And we're gonna be doing a Nintendo Switch Online 3 months giveaway coming up pretty soon here too. My boy G5 says he wants to give that away, so we'll be giving that away. If you're an Elite Ninja, you'll have more likely, like I said, anytime that we do a giveaway, Elite Ninjas are always minimum three times more likely to win. So there you go. Tonight is Panthers versus Buccaneers. Okay, division matchup, NFC South division matchup. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and go with the Panthers. The Bucs didn't look great against the 49ers. I trust Cam Newton more than I do Jameis Winston, so we're just gonna go ahead and go with the Panthers on that one. And Christian McCaffrey looked great as well. Might be the coldest white running back ever. You know, like that dude's bad, man. I mean, he's a football player. I like Christian McCaffrey, man. I'm a running back myself, you know, or I was a running back. So, you know, I know good running back play when I see one. And Christian McCaffrey is a great run. He is the prototype running back. I mean, people talk about Ezekiel Elliott. People talk about, you know, Todd Gurley. People talk about, you know, all these guys. But, I mean, I might want Christian McCaffrey on my team. You know, that might be my starting running back would be Christian McCaffrey. Let's see here. Okay, Arash, I'm done. No more. I'm not answering any more of your football questions. I answered enough. You're gonna go down the whole damn list. Let's see here. Omega Chase says, "Thank you for the content, dude. I would give you a big fat wad of dollar bills if I could, but I can't. I showed up like okay, no, that's cool. And you're already an elite ninja, Omega Chase. Don't worry about that, dude. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it." He says, "I'm a Dolphins fan. Send help, bro. You need to. Your players don't even want to play on the team. We hearing Dolphins players after getting destroyed by Ezekiel Elliott's brother at running back. Freaking the Dolphins players they were asking for trades. That's what I'm hearing. That's what they report. The Dolphins players were asking for trades because a running back beat them. Because a running back that plays quarterback beat them. Y'all got beat by a running back. What? Y'all got destroyed. I wonder what happens when Tom. Oh my gosh, isn't Tom Brady playing them? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, man. Tom Brady versus the Dolphins, dude. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be an assault. This is gonna be assault and battery, dude. Tom Brady's gonna get arrested. Oh man. OJ, do you think the Breath of the Wild sequel will be shown again at the Game Awards? I hope so. Shown again. I hope so. That'd be cool if it was. That'd be cool. I'm gonna be picking up PS5 Royal. Yeah, I'm picking it up. All right, take it easy, Tommy. Thanks for coming out to the stream. What's up, Jeremy? It came at the very end. We got about 4 minutes left, so you can ask some questions if you want. OJ, would you ever tell a girl that you have a crush on her? Yeah, I've told a girl that I like her, you know, before, but don't do it like I think you're gonna do it, Arash. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just ask them out on a date. That's all you gotta do. Just say, hey, you want to go get something sometime? You don't gotta tell her, hey, I like you. Like, you don't gotta do it like it was like 3rd grade, bro. You just say, hey, you want to go out on a date? You know, that's it. Like, just take her out, see if she wants to have a good time. If something goes from there, she go. If she says yes, cool. She doesn't. You out here, you two like you putting it on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you putting women on a pedestal. Like, you putting it too high, bro. Like, just ask her out. If she says no, then she says no. If she says yes, okay. Some girls that aren't even interested in you will still be like, all right, that's cool. I get a free dinner and get a free movie. Go take them out to go get a free movie, free dinner. Okay, if something from there goes, that's fine. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But no, you don't gotta sit there and tell her, I have a crush on you. It's not 3rd grade. You know? I like you, date me. You just ask him you want to go get, like, there's been times, yes, I've said, hey, you know, you want to go get something to eat sometime? The girl says, no, I'm okay. I'm like, all right. And you know what I usually say? One time I was like, all right, I'll go eat by myself. I'll go eat by myself then. She was just looking at me like, all right. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go eat by myself then. I mean, and then like, okay, yeah, I'll go out. Like, there's times, like, there was this one girl I asked, like, to the movie theater. We went and saw a movie. She didn't really like me, but we went and saw a movie, and that was that. You know, obviously, I could tell that she didn't really like me that much, but she still said, yeah, okay, fine. You found out that she said, you know, you just do it that way. There's times where, oh, yeah, we go out to a movie. Oh, they actually are interested in me a little bit more. We date a couple times, you know, whatever, you know. So just do it that way, man. It ain't that big of a deal, dude. Like, it's not as crazy. Like, you making it, I can tell right now, Narash, you be making it seem as if it's like impossible. It's just ask them out. If they say no, they say no. Like, whatever, dude, you know? Why does everyone complain about the main character in Astral Chain not being fully voice acting, but all the other Japanese games don't do it? But critics say anything to those? I mean, there's other Japanese games where they're actually voice acting. I don't know about that. I mean, Devil May Cry has fully voice acting for all the main characters, but just people don't like sometimes people don't like that. But Astral Chain still got great review scores, and it's fine, so it's not a big deal. Even like Platinum Games' own titles have voice acting for their main characters, right? Like, look, you can look at like Wonderful 101, you can look at Bayonetta, you can look at a lot of Nier, you can look at a lot of games. They all have a lot of Platinum Games titles have voice acting for the main character. So, how come ladies don't ask a guy out when they have a crush on them? They do though. That's the thing. They do. Like, there's been times where women have came up to me and be like, "Hey, you know, what's up?" You know. No, but they do. Like, I've actually had that a few different times. Like, where a woman will come up to me and be like, "Hey, you know, how's it going?" You know, and you can clearly tell that they're interested. So, it's just not normal. It just doesn't happen all the time, but it will happen sometimes. It will happen sometimes. A creepy Uber driver that hit on you? Oh man, that's no bueno. Did you hear that someone broke a PS4 because of Genshin Impact being a Breath of the Wild ripoff? Yeah, we already talked about that a while ago, man. I mean, that's. I don't like to. I mean, I don't know what we should give like somebody who's that mentally challenged that much, you know, airtime. We already talked about it. That was a while. That was weeks. That was like a month ago or something like that, or months ago. So whatever. Date essence. There you go. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up right there. Nice 3-hour OJ live stream. We'll be back with the PE podcast tonight. Baron's probably gonna go crazy on this one, so you guys definitely want to check it out. If you guys, the times for it will be 9 o'clock Eastern time. That is 6 o'clock Pacific time for the PE podcast. So in about 2 hours, we'll have that podcast with myself, Jordan Fringe. Maybe Avedon's gonna be there. I don't know who's gonna be there, but we'll figure it out. But anyway. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this live stream. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for all of the support. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for everybody who came out. I think we peaked like at around 200-something people. So I do appreciate y'all. I really do appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys back for the PE podcast later tonight. All right, guys. Peace.